on the field as North Carolina A&T and Southern Longhorns come next. You see the playing surface at Sam Boyd Stadium here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome to the Las Vegas Classic presented by Lincoln Mercury. NC&T against Southern. We're glad that you're here with us. Chip Tarkton along with Stan Luter. We mentioned it's a hot day. It's going to be a hot game today. Both teams ranked in the top 5, both unbeaten. It doesn't get any better than that.
Been waiting all summer for the duel in the desert. Southern, those mighty Jaguars, and Aggie pride. This is going to be a nice ball game.
Let's take a look at our Lincoln Mercury keys to the game.
I'll tell you what, I really like this. Being aggressive by North Carolina A&T. George Smalls put this team to best. Say, we got to play good football. 6 sacks they've already had, and they've got to be disciplined. Not many penalties. Take your time, Aggies. They're averaging almost 40 minutes of time of possession. Keep the ball, make it a ground game. Southern, stop the run. 49 yards is all they've given up all season on the run as an average. They've got to do that against this big A&T team. And flipping the field. Ezra Landry is a great kick return guy. They've got to get the ball in his hands and let him get the ball in plus territory.
You talk about Ezra. There's some other great players to watch. Let's take a look at our Vegas ones to watch.
You know, there's so many great matchups today, but one of the best will be in the running backs. Kenneth Peoples and Frank Patterson. Frank Patterson, wow. Hey, 175 yards in his first ball game against North Carolina Central. Kenneth Peoples, the SWAC Rookie of the Year. Both of these guys can run. And the North Carolina guys, go figure. How did the Jag get in North Carolina country? I don't know. But you're going to enjoy these two running backs.
It is the SWAC against the MEAG. The Ags against the Jags. It's the Las Vegas Classic. We'll kick it off when we come back soon.
Brought to you by Lincoln Mercury, Wells Fargo, Station Casinos, and Stardust Resort and Casino.
It's 94 degrees, the sun setting on Sam Boyd Stadium. The wind out of the west at 4 miles per hour. North Carolina A&T won the toss. They deferred. They will kick off. Get the ball to start off the second half. You're taking a good look there at Yannick Matthews, who will be doing the kicking duties for A&T. Stan? It's perfect. Got shade on the field now. It couldn't be any better.
It could not be. College football is here in Vegas, the second Las Vegas football, the first Las Vegas Football Classic, presented by Lincoln Mercury. Ezra Landry, keep your eye on him. He returned the kick. The first game of the season, he took it 86 yards to the house from a touchdown. I wonder if they're going to kick away from him.
I would. His average is over 51.5 yards. I wouldn't kick it anywhere near him. And the hero on the other side, we showed you Yannick Matthews. He kicked a 22-yard field goal in overtime last week to push A&T to a big win over Jackson State 10-7. We're just about set to go. A great crowd on hand. We are glad that you are here with us for the 2003 Las Vegas Football Classic. You see the series history. It is Southern leading at 3-2. The last meeting, as Stan said in the open, almost 10 years ago. NC won it. A&T taking it to the house, as you said, 22-21. We're ready for football. Sit back, relax. Matthews, foot forward, and let's go. They kick it to Ezra. Landry will haul it in about the 3-yard line and head north. Good move, and he runs out of real estate at about the 24-yard line. They'll mark it at the 23, and that is where Southern will set up shop. We mentioned both teams coming into the game 2-0 records. It'll be interesting in the first series because Southern has been able to score in the first quarter. A&T has not been able to. Good look at Quincy Richard. He's 27 of 40, 407, 3 TDs, and 2 interceptions on the year. 20-yard return by Landry to set up for Southern, the Jags. You'll see a lot of 4 wide outs out of them. That's what you see on first down. They hand off straight ahead. That is Peoples, Kenneth Peoples. We talked about him in the pregame as he slides up near the 25-yard line. Take a look at the offense for Southern. Smith, Salisbury, Jones, Wells, and Sims. They are a big and experienced offensive line. Peoples, Edwards. Edwards is like having another lineman in the backfield. Joseph, Art, and Shellmeyer are the wideouts and tight ends. Stan, a lot of folks out wide already. We got 5 wide on 2nd down and 9.
That'd be man coverage if you're outside for A&T, but I think they're going to try to get the ball short pass and keep Peoples in this ball game.
Richard, little dump pass out on the flat, and got a little room, but it closes in a hurry. Nowhere to go. Look at the defense swarming around the football there. I mean, you can just about credit the entire defense from A&T was stopping that. Good defense there. Ricky Lewis, Brantley, Alarie, and Okorocha on the defensive front for A&T. Linebackers Lance, Dixon, and Milton. And the secondary led by Curtis DeLoach, one of the best corners in the country. An outstanding football player, McCoy, Ravenel, and Harper to round out the secondary. 3rd down, we'll call it 8 yards to go for Southern. Just underway here in the first quarter, 13:39. 3 wides with split backfield and shotgun formation. Got a man in motion. Richard looking, blitz is on, he gets it away, and it is complete on the outside. Nice pitch, nice toss, but it'll be short of a 1st down. That was Lionel Joseph hauling it home at about the 30-yard line, but it's going to be about 3 or 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Getting 4 or 5 wide receivers, you're going to see a lot of that. You're going to see shotgun a lot out of Southern University. Misdirection. That time, look for your 2nd and 3rd receiver. Gets the pass in the flat. Good catch. Good fingertip. Watch the concentration right there. Catch the ball, but not enough yards. You needed 8 yards. You ran a 7-yard route. Good defensive stand for North Carolina A&T.
DeLoach back deep to take the punt from Colby Miller, and it's a pretty good kick, and it's away from DeLoach, which is a good idea. He'll roll out of bounds at the 32-yard line of North Carolina A&T, and that is where they will have their first possession of the night. A good kick by Miller, keeping it away from DeLoach. Back in 01, DeLoach 5 punt returns for touchdowns, NCAA record.
And I tell you what, it didn't mean to try to slight Curtis DeLoach a moment ago as talking about a great kick returner. He, as well as Ezra Landry. And I tell you, we've got great matchups today that we'll need to talk about, Chip, throughout the game. Great coaches, offensive line, defensive line, running backs, and of course, defensive backs in these kick return guys.
37 yards on the punt. I formation for A&T. Southern at a 4-3, kind of a walk-up on the outside corner. Fake from the quarterback, and he's got a man open, and the ball did not get complete. That's all you can say about that, folks. Marshall Glenn tried to find a receiver, couldn't get it. Offensive line for A&T, Cato, Gates, Costin, Sanders, and Jordan Sanders is an outstanding player. Patterson, J.J. Thompson, another big back in the backfield. Phillips, Jones, and Arnett are the wideouts, and you're tied in.
Marshall went 15-38 going into the game, and one of the things the Aggies have been concerned about is the receivers haven't been making some plays. That time an easy toss to J.J. He just didn't catch the ball.
J.J.'s a big guy, 235-pound sophomore, just couldn't come in with it. 4 wideouts for A&T. Make Southern change out of their 4-3 formation. The handoff is straight ahead to Patterson. Patterson looking and hunting and finding 1st down yardage as he crosses the 42 to about the 43-yard line, and that will move the sticks. Let's set the Southern defense for you. Peyton, Davis, Lemons, and Getridge to make up the defensive front 4. Morgan, Paul, and LaFrance are your linebackers. Secondary, Phillips, Moffitt, Williams, who's been moved to strong safety, another one of the best defensive backs in all of football anyway. He's an outstanding player, and George make up the secondary. 11-yard run on that last carry from Patterson. 1st down, 4 wide again, trips to the left. If it works the first time, why not try it again? And they do so. Patterson, though, with nowhere to go. Defense just shut it down immediately. Nice play by Kendrick Paul, the Okie linebacker for Southern.
A&T's offensive line, very big, very strong. They average about 306 pounds per man. And what they try to do is to do a lot of zone blocking, a lot of walling off, and letting their running backs, in this case Patterson, pick his holes. Patterson, as we said, reminds a lot of people in A&T land of a kid, Maurice Hicks, who used to just go crazy the last couple of years. Be interested to see what he can do tonight against that Southern line.
Shotgun and trips again. This time they come to the near side of the field. Glenn looked like he might have audibled at that point. Looking long, got a man. Pretty good coverage out of there. The ball's incomplete, but nice coverage on the play as Glenn was trying to go deep down the left side, but good defense that time from Kevin Moffitt. He was one of their changes to start at corner.
In man coverage, you read the blitz right there, one-on-one coverage, just a little bit underthrown. Now, I was down on the field before the ball game, and wind swirls inside. This is an open-end stadium, and so that ball kind of got hung up in there. But again, I look to see A&T throw a little bit more tonight than they've done in the other two football games.
Well, they've got that situation now. 3rd and 10 yards to go. Trips again to this side of the field. It looks like they're trying to take Southern a little out of that 4-3 defense state. Glenn rolling, looking for somewhere to go. Got a man open, and it's tipped, and it falls incomplete. Great defensive play that time by number 38, Gabriel LaFrance, making a nice play to get his mitts on the ball and knock it down.
The aggression of this football team, Southern Jaguars, Pete Richardson's club, they want to be aggressive. They're going to give you some different looks on the defensive end, the 4-front and 3-front as a man's down for North Carolina A&T. But I think the game, as we talked about before we got here, Chip, is about field position today. And right now, I think A&T's passing game has got to click for them to be able to take advantage of the field position.
16 will be kicking to 16 as we got a man down on the field. And that is Marshall Glenn, I believe. It is Marshall Glenn, and I'm not sure what happened after he threw the pass that fell incomplete.
But it looked like I said, we're looking on the replay maybe in a moment, but you see he rolled out to the sideline and was just hit and maybe just got the wind knocked out of it.
George Small in his first year as a head coach back at A&T, where he graduated in '79. Back as a head coach and off to a great start. Well, the good news is that Marshall Glenn is up. You can see it barely. Take a look at this stand. Ooh. That's an ankle turn. You'll feel that tomorrow morning probably. Ooh, mercy. But he got up, ran off the field. That's a great sign. I would expect he would be back. Yannick Matthews back to punt for the Aggies, and Ezra Landry, we mentioned him about his great kickoff return. He's averaging almost 15 yards on punt return, so he runs it anywhere. Dribble back, gets it away, no flag, and it will go out of bounds. We'll take a break, and then we'll come back as Southern will take over at around the 30-yard line. Stay with us. It's Southern and A&T when we come back. 32 yards on the punt by A&T, and Southern will set up at their own 25, 1st and 10. Running straight ahead. Pick up some pretty good yardage up the middle there. It looked like it wasn't going anywhere for a while, and the pile kind of moved ahead. A couple of yards on the carry. Make it 3 yards on the carry. Bouchard 2 of 2 for 6 yards already throwing the football.
Get a look at Jamar Milton there on the tackle, on the kid that's leading this team in sacks already with 2, and a big play guy. Milton, Dixon, Joey Lance, that linebacker core, some of the best in black college football.
Like a couple of fighters with their first possession trying to feel each other out. 4 wide again. Going to go to Peoples, and Peoples will not go anywhere. He is just met and stood up by Joey Lance. Joey Lance greeted him and said, "Welcome to Las Vegas." Good look at Pete Richardson. Pete's been at Southern. This is his 11th season. He has done an outstanding job there at Southern University, 86 and 32. And good gracious, as he had a great career in Baton Rouge. 3rd down. 9 to go. Put a man in motion. Start looking. Goes, and what a nice catch by Lionel Joseph, but nowhere to go. Defense all over him there. He had nowhere to go. Charles Harper right on top of him as the ball went in his hands. He made a great play just to make the catch, and that will force Southern to kick the football.
Richard's got a quick release, and this is the 2nd time of the 2 possessions where you're running routes, and it was a 3rd down and 9, and you don't quite get the yardage you need. Joseph's got good hands. It's a great catch right there, but look at the closing speed of North Carolina A&T. Really good job. Jamar Milton, one of the guys in the tackle.
Kobe Miller kicking it to Curtis Deloach, and this could be trouble. There's some room on that side. Deloach makes a couple of moves, and he's got to get to the outside. He's got room, and he does. One man trying to beat it. Gets knocked out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. You give Deloach a little room, and that is trouble, Stan.
Curtis, I apologize if we didn't make you one of those key players, but he is an outstanding kick returner. Last year had an off year, didn't return a punt for a touchdown. As you mentioned earlier, 5 in 2001, and just great speed. Gets to the outside, gets a couple of blocks right there. Ooh, might have been a face mask right there. But watch him take it to the outside, and then the big hit to put him out of bounds. But we talked about flipping the field, getting on the plus side of territory. A&T's got the first break of the game.
Mark Frederick knocked him out of bounds, but got news for you. A&T is in great field position at the Southern 30-yard line. First down and 10. Marshall Glenn underneath. Two tight end look this time. The hand is straight ahead to Frank Patterson. Patterson looking for any kind of room he can find, and he did not find very much before that Southern defense just jumped all over him.
And that's why A&T is going to be a running team this year. George Small wants to take this team back to basics and say just execute. Put somebody ahead and pound them. You're seeing two tight ends. You're going to see a one-back formation very often. Give the ball to Patterson. Let him pick a hole. That time, a great job by the Southern defense in converging on Patterson.
Well, it's a little easier to block, too, if you hand it to him deep enough and just let folks block where they can and make the hole go where it is, because he will find it. Patterson, outstanding running back. Handoff again. He sees a little room. There's a little seam. He cuts through it. Inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line. Will bring up a third and short. Stan, I know it's early ball game, but if you don't convert on his third down, you're thinking of trying to go on fourth.
Well, yeah, you can. You want to get some points on the board. Again, you don't want to put give Southern some early momentum. But again, pounding the football right now. A&T looks very dominant on the offensive line.
Patterson, 4 carries, 19 yards already, starting to rack up some yardage. They hand off to him again. He's got more than a first down. Juking inside the 20, down close to the 15, knocking down at about the 17-yard line. Tell you what, he looks good when he runs the football.
Wow, what a move by Patterson that time. But you get a great offensive line surgeon. And watch 74. Look at Green Sanders with the block right there. Bam, he leads the way. And then there's Jermaine Thompson, the Greensboro guy, and it makes it very easy to juke and pick up 6 or 7 yards at a time. Great job by the offensive line of North Carolina A&T.
5 carries, 25 yards for Patterson. And we mentioned Kareem Sanders in the open. He is a hoss. You saw him there. When he seals it, brother, he seals it. I guarantee you, you've been sealed. High formation, twins to the right side. Glenn rolling that way. Pass is complete. Nice pitch, nice toss. Douglas Brown making the haul inside the 10-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 6, and A&T is in great position right now.
Good call that time by offensive coordinator Darren McNeil. Let him roll out of the pocket. A good athlete is Marshall Glenn. Rolls to the right side away from them. Watch it. Puts it easy. It's a safe pass right there. Doug Brown, one of the better athletes on this A&T team. Take me a 7-yard route. Great job of offensive execution right now by A&T.
Back to the 2 tight ends with 2 wideouts and a single back. That's Frank Patterson, 5'11", 200-pound sophomore. Get a good look at him. He's going to tote the mail. Nowhere to go. That is Mr. Kendrick Hall, and that is also Mr. Kevin Young welcoming Mr. Patterson home.
Can't do this too many times. Good job right there. Watch Paul and Patterson come right there, meet right there. Bam! Paul's one of the better tacklers for this football team. He's already forced a fumble. Had 56 big hits last year. Pete Richardson's really high. We talked about the A&T linebackers. Well, Southern's got a great crew, too. We'll call the name of Morgan and Hirsch a couple of times along with LaFrance.
2nd and goal. A&T. 6-yard line. Glenn faked and rolled left on the old bootleg, and there was nobody to throw it to because of the rush from Southern. Southern ran a little stud on the inside. Gabriel LaFrance, one of the guys who was causing some trouble, as Glenn was just trying to find anywhere to throw it. That'll bring up a 3rd and goal. Now, Stan, you get to play coach. Give me a call on 3rd and goal.
I get a ball to Patterson. It's not very difficult right now. Again, you know, you want to take it. If nothing else, you've got the ball in the middle of the field. Yannick is a very good kicker.
3 wide. Interesting. Well, Southern is definitely going to keep folks in the box. They're not going to let Patterson have it easily. Little option play, pitches to Patterson. He's got a chance. No. He just tried to cut and slid. Really, feet kind of came out from under him as he got inside to about the 2-yard line. So now you get 4th and goal at the 2. Do you kick it? Yes, sir, Bob. Yannick Matthews will come on. He's 2 for 2 from 20 to 29 yards out. Made the big one last week. Here it is again.
Little option wrinkle right there. There's the pitch. Gets hit. And watch this. Loses footing right there. Now, they got new turf here at Vegas. Just put it in about 3 weeks ago. And it still hasn't settled. You see a lot of black stuff coming out there. That's all the stuff that's inside there. And it's going to take it a while to settle. Just lost his footing that time. But good field position for A&T. Yannick
Matthews from 18 yards. The kick is up. And the kick is good. So North Carolina A&T strikes first at the 5:49 mark of the first quarter. 18-yard field goal by Yannick Matthews. 3-0 is our score. We'll be right back with more of the 2003 Las Vegas Football Classic. Stay tuned. Eight plays, 40-yard drive, 4 minutes and 19 seconds off the clock. It is kept by an 18-yard field goal by Yannick Matthews, and A&T has a 3-0 lead as the man who kicked the field goal will kick it off, and back deep is the motor. There he is, Ezra Landry.
Just ready to roll.
5-4, ready to go. Kick it away from him, they do. Downs in the end zone. I think that's a pretty good decision there. Lionel Joseph just said, nope, I think I'll just down this thing. Actually, that's Chris Davis who downed that ball. 1st and 10 on the 20 for Southern. Their 3rd possession of the game, and they need to get something going.
Yeah, it'll be interesting there to watch Southern and see what kind of offense they're going to open up a little bit. I think it's very early to panic in this game. A lot of crazy things can happen, but I'll tell you what, establishing the ground game is still very important for Pete Richardson's squad.
Well, they come out in a passing formation in shotgun and in motion to the near side. Fake to Peoples. Looking, and it is incomplete. Richard trying to find somebody. Could not get the completion made. Trying to go to Alfred Ard, one of the great 2-sport players they've got. Is Southern, plays a little baseball, a little football.
Yeah, it's a teammate of Ricky Weeks, who was the first draft pick this year, the Hauser Award winner. Ricky Weeks in the minors, from Southern. Going to be a great baseball player, but Ard's a 2-sport guy that made all confidence, as a matter of fact. He's a good player.
Twins on both sides of the field for Quincy Richard, the quarterback for Southern. They're trailing 3-0 here in the first quarter. That's just behind the receiver. That's not where he wanted to throw that. Trying to go to Lionel Joseph behind him.
And Charles Harper's just looking at his hands and why did my hands deceive me that time? Because the pass overthrown. Harper had a chance to pick 6.
So now you got a 3rd and 10. And you're right. I think that Southern needs to come up with a little something. Richard is 3 of 5 for 7 yards. We mentioned a lot of short passing, short runs. Richard drop it back. Steps up. Makes a nice throw. Trayton Bridges. Probably going to be an interference call. It went through Bridges' hands, but it looked like he had a little push in the back as he was going for the football.
I don't think there's going to be an argument much on this.
No.
Looks like Ravenel just kind of climbed the back just a little bit too quick on that pass.
Pass interference on the defense is less than 15. First down at the spot of the foul.
There we go. Take a look at it, Stan.
In wide spread formation again, and that's a typical pass formation for Southern. You can see Ravenel come in just a little bit too soon. Right there aggressive, gets him, hooks him with the left arm. That's an easy call, the first of the game. Easy one for the officials.
Harold Cooper making the call. He's the referee for tonight's game. So you take a first down anywhere you can get it. That's the first down of the night for Southern. He goes straight up the gut. Good idea with Peoples. Peoples picks up some positive yardage as he falls forward to about the 34-yard line. You got to get something going, I think, if you're Southern on first down.
No question. I think both teams have talked about that a lot this week in preparation, that you've got to make your second and third down situations very short yardage, and this time a 2nd and 5 is good. Expect to see a lot of motion and misdirection out of Southern in their offense.
People's 4 attempts, 8 yards. Richard throw it back. It's a nice inside screen. It could work, but it did not. It was shut down, but they did pick up a couple of yards on the play. Pass is complete. And the ball goes up to about the 38-yard line. At 32, Drayton Bridges bringing it home. That's his 5th catch of the season.
Look left, step right. This is a little 3-step drop right there. Inside pass. Good hands that time by Drayton Bridges, one of the premier receivers, or ex-guy. He's coming in the game with 4 receptions and a TD. Catches it. Not enough for the first down, however.
3rd and short. Offset I formation. Fake a reverse, and it looks like the Eagles may be close to that first down. Depends on what kind of mark he gets. And it's going to come up short. Punt unit's already coming on the field for Southern.
It's not a good sign when the punt team's already out there before you get an opportunity to measure for the first down. But another good job that time by the North Carolina A&T defense.
That's where you want that big left foot spot. Colby Miller back to punt for Southern. You know who's deep on the other side? Curtis Deloach. The 30-plus yard punt return to last time. There's a timeout by North Carolina A&T, so we will step away as well. 3:41 to go in the first quarter. A&T with a 3-0 lead over Southern. Great time, some great golf. Napoleon McCallum was out there, and I heard you lit it up, Stan. That's
Napoleon, Tom Grabowski, and I were in the Barry Cooper from Black Voices Quarter, where they all win the thing together. We didn't win. We came in like 10th place, but there were like 21 teams. We got like a 67. That wasn't bad. And I did contribute.
Well, that's good that you contributed. Colby Miller tries to contribute with his kick away, and Curtis Loach is going to get another chance to run. And so he does, down the sideline, but he steps out of bounds, and they will mark him out of bounds at the 43-yard line. This October, NBC Sports premieres a special 5-part series. NBC Biographies profile some of America's most famous black athletes. Kobe, Tiger, Michael Jordan, and the Williams sisters. Mark your calendars. Watch this dynamic series. NBC Sports Biographies premieres October 22nd. 32-yard kick, 13-yard return. Curtis Deloach is definitely making up some yardage, coming back in the other direction.
New formation there for A&T. Got 2 wides to the right. Again, this could be pass formation, but also another way to get the ball in Patterson's hands.
And that's exactly where they go. Good guess, Dan. Go straight ahead, and he'll pick up a few yards. He crosses the 45 to about the 46-yard line.
I beg to differ with you about the guess, and that's why I stay up all night for the last 4 or 5 days studying the film and looking at tendencies there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody else in Vegas has had a great time running around. You haven't seen me out at all.
You played golf?
Yeah, but you know, I had to do that. I mean,
well, all right, then.
Chip, I had to play golf.
Okay.
Well, you had all work and no play. I mean, I had to play golf.
Then I'm really dull. Second down, and we'll call it 7 yards to go. There's that formation again. Same formation as the last play.
Keep an eye on Kevin Mack, the tight end of this side. Great block.
Sweep the other side, and look at there. In the backfield, there's absolutely nowhere to go. Nice play on defense.
Lenny Williams, my main man, Lenny. Big Lenny.
Yeah.
And Lenny Williams, I tell you, they moved him to strong safety today for the purpose of making tackles, coming up with big plays. You see 11 tackles, 1 for loss. He's gotten better every year, started every ball game he's ever played in the Southern uniform. But I tell you, he's one of those guys, defensive back we talk about, Loach, Williams. Wow, it's a great matchup. Good tackle by Lenny Williams.
Trips to this side of the field. Shotgun again. Shotgun is the formation of choice. Glenn will roll this way, and he goes just too high and too long. He's trying to go across the middle and trying to hit Doug Brown. Doug could not bring it down, so that will bring up 4th down. And the Southern defense holds.
Good job by Southern's defense as the Jaguar Nation. They're here. Jaguar Nation's been here all week, and they're applauding the defense.
They got here early, didn't they?
But they came Monday. They came as soon as they finished their other game on Saturday.
Yannick Matthews back to punt for A&T, and we mentioned Ezra Landry's. Oh, it's tipped up front. Got a hand on it, and it's tipped What a nice play from Southern. It was just getting a mitt on that ball. I'm going to tell you, it just bounced up. There's a flag down as well, but Southern got a mitt on it, and that was Devontae Bryant who got his hand on it. Flew it up in the air, really made the punch short. They're going to have a holding penalty call against A&T.
I think there's going to be a block in the back, but we talked. I watched A&T's long and short snappers in warm-ups, and they were dribbling balls and having a hard time getting there. And I just thought it was a matter of time before Southern tried to come.
On the kicking team, 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Watch the slow snap right there. You got to get it up. Yannick does a great job of getting it. And there's a rush right there. Blue rush, there's a block, and that's a big play. You need those big plays by both teams. Special teams are going to come up and give you something. Blocked by Devontae Bryant. Ball goes over the line of scrimmage. Good job by the Southern special teams to leave the football alone. Down it, you're in great field position.
17-yard punt with the penalty moves it into A&T territory. Matthews 2 kicks, 24.5-yard average, and Southern is in great field position right now. Richard with something to work with. Looking good coverage from the A&T defense. He finally finds a man and completes it, and they're going to pick up 4 yards on the play. Good job by Richard, just trying to find an open receiver and trying to make something happen with the ball. Lionel Joseph, I believe, came down with it for the 4-yard pickup.
A&T does a great job at disguising defense that time. They had a little bit of a blitz on. Richard, very smart, a senior, not going to make mistakes. That time finds a little seam right there, come back and catch the pass. Good job by Joseph, who, again, we said one of their best receivers. You know, Southern's had about 7 guys catch passes. He's leading them with 7 to come in his ball game. Again, a good play for them on first down.
Motion this time by Joseph. Richard hits him. It is very close to a first down. Depends on where they mark it. Inside the 35, about the 34-yard line. We'll have to see where they mark that, but it very easily could be a first down.
Joseph's got good hands, and I think what they're going to try to do is isolate him one-on-one against linebackers and send him across formations that time. Good job, catches the ball, gets the first down. Jaguars are moving.
Charles Harper with the tackle, the 5'11" graduate. He's already graduated. Still has a little fall of eligibility left. Trips to the wide side of the field, which is the right side, becomes man in motion. That would be Joseph. Richard rolling right, looking. It is complete. And Drayton Bridges on the outside. The ex-receiver making a nice haul to the 22-yard line. Move the chains again.
Super job that time of execution. Watch the play fake right there. That freezes linebackers. You've got Drayton Bridges on the outside, run a little out route. Great pass, great catch, great concentration by Bridges. Caught the ball, drug his feet. First down, Jaguars.
Richard threw it where nobody could catch it but this guy.
Great pass by Richard.
That's coaching there, Coach. 1st and 10, back-to-back first down plays. Oh, little double reverse action. That is Alfred Ard coming, and he has got a little blue in front of him. Look at the end zone. Touchdown. 22-yard double reverse, and Ard gets into the land of milk and honey.
Super call by offensive coordinator David Lewis. You know they're coming with a blitz. There's a pitch. There's a reverse. We talked about Ard being a great athlete. Good job of blocking by Southern. Nobody lays a hand on him. Touchdown, Southern University.
PAT attempt from Monty Ackley is good. No, it's no good. Off to the right. 6-3. Ackley had come in and did not miss a point after touchdown. It was automatic.
Watch the blitz right there, Dave. Everybody comes, Chip comes into the inside and just a good block right there. Nobody puts a hand on Alfred Ard. 5'10", 180-pound junior, can really run. Good job, Southern University.
I didn't think Ackley could ever miss an extra point. He was 11 for 11. He missed that extra point. My goodness, 6-3. The Jaguars take the lead. All of a sudden, things have changed. We're fortunate now having in the booth Chancellor James C. Reddick from North Carolina A&T. And Chancellor, great to have you here. Hey, how about this? Great game.
It's an exciting game. I'll tell you, this are two great teams 2-0, and they're going at it. So this is a really good game.
You had a good time in Vegas.
I'll tell you, Vegas is something else. I haven't seen anything quite like this. It's something else. It's hard to get sleep around here.
Well, you know, talking of sleep, so many A&T fans came out.
Oh, yeah.
I understand you have about 10 or 11 buses and plane loads of Aggie fans.
A lot of Aggies in the house. We're very happy about the travel. The Aggies travel well here, supporting the school, supporting black college sport, supporting higher education. So it's beautiful. Tonight is beautiful, and we got to get going here. This is a tight game.
It is that. Chancellor, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Great time.
My pleasure.
Enjoyed it. We're seeing all the folks at the Stardust, and it's good to see all those A&T people here. Chancellor James C. Riddick joined us. We appreciate him doing that. Kickoff went out of bounds, so A&T will get the football in good situation. Good to see the Chancellor up here with us. You can tell he knows something about football, too. He said, we got to get it going.
I just told Chancellor Riddick, I said, Southern didn't score until he came. He's got to go back in the cheering section. Got to go back with the fans of A&T. You know, we were talking, just seriously, one of the things.
Team, they have chosen to put the ball in play at the 35-yard line first time.
And I like that, Chip, because of the fact that you give your chance to get right back here to the offensive side of the ball and see if you score. That's great field position. It really penalizes the kicking team when you go out of bounds. 9, 10 bus loads and plane loads of fans from A&T, about the same for Southern. Two great schools and passionate fans.
Two tight ends again, a wide out on each side, and you got Frank Patterson deep. Little different look out of Southern that time. A little more folks around the ball. Jonathan St. Cyr, the big 6'4", 320-pound junior, who had 2 sacks coming into the game, tried to add another one there. He was going to sack in the back of the backfield. He was back down.
St. Cyr, very active player, 6'4", 320 pounds. As you said, watch him blow the gap right there. Don't get to lay a hand on, and it makes it very easy for the rest of the Southern team. What they have done there, they're stacking the box with an extra man in the line of scrimmage, and it's making it very difficult for A&T to pass or run the ball. I expect to see them maybe for a few more play fakes, try to make those short passes.
That's the end of the first quarter as Southern has taken a 6-3 advantage thanks to a great double reverse that Anthony Art gets it in the end zone. We're back with the second quarter. Stay tuned.
On NBC.
Welcome back to the beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, home of the Las Vegas Football Classic, presented by Lincoln Mercury. There's a good look at the Navigator. Stan, you look good in one of those. That's a good-looking automobile. That thing will ride, too. 6-3 is a score. Southern, and almost an interception there, in and out of the hands of Jamal George. We were heading in the other direction. Here's our Stardust first quarter stats. Stan, what jumps out at you?
Well, time of possession, A&T at 6:35. They wanted to control the ball. They haven't been able to do that, even though they were able to score first. Nothing much really on offense for either team. I expected a defensive battle and also a special teams game.
3rd down 10 from the 35-yard line. A&T struck first, an 18-yard field goal by Yannick Matthews, and an Alfred Ard scored right at the 32-second mark of the first quarter. Little double reverse from 22 yards out. PAT was missed 6-3. Southern with the lead.
Can't be impatient if you're A&T. New quarterback in.
Yep, Randall Rankins is in. Nowhere to go as he is stopped right at the line of scrimmage by Kendrick Paul. And that will mean the Southern defense is held, and a little kicking from A&T.
Rankins is a kid that's young and hasn't played a lot. Came from Bertie High School up in Windsor. Really good athletic programs. Runs right in the hole, but there's somebody right there to meet him. Boom, a good athlete. And I understood watching practice last few days that if they didn't like what they had quarterback, they would make a change.
Punt winds up with a good kick, and Ezra Landry gets no opportunity to try to run the football back. So Southern will set up shop from their own 28-yard line. 14-14 to go. A great crowd on hand. We'd like to welcome viewers from across the country who are watching tonight's game. The MBC Television Network, WPL TV in New Orleans, WFXR TV in Roanoke, Virginia, WAWB TV, Huntsville, Alabama, WPSJ TV in Philadelphia, WCGT TV, Columbus, Georgia, WSI TV in St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. Some nice places to be. I'd like to go there. I wonder if he needs it, folks. 37-yard kick, sweep. They try to go the left side. Absolutely nowhere to go. Outstanding defense from A&T. Herbert Dixon making a stop.
Dixon so quick off the football, almost gets there the same time Peoples does. Great penetration there and makes the good tackle against a guy like Peoples. Get him at his legs and try to hold on and get somebody, get him down.
You mentioned Dixon earlier, 6'1", 215 sophomore, had an interception last week, returned for a touchdown, 22 tackles, 2 for losses, 2 interceptions. He's already had a good year. Second down and 14 to go. Richard drops, looks, throws it out in the flat, and it is complete. Peoples across the 30-yard line. Now, they said the ball was down. The official right on it. Line judge right on it at the 31-yard line says, it was down. So that helps out. They had to get positive yardage back after the loss on first down, so that'll set us up with a second down and about 7 to go.
Nice little safety pass right there. You got Peoples coming out of the backfield. Got good hands, comes in the game with a couple receptions. Again, there, watch his knee down. Knee's down, plays over, bump the ground, can't cause a fumble. Good call again by the officials. But great, look at that. 4 yellow shirts by A&T guys on the football.
They converge in a hurry. Nobody in the backfield but Richard. He's flying lonely back right down and in motion. It's Adam Nelson. Richard, the blitz is on, tries to go down the middle to Nelson, and it's knocked away. What an outstanding play on defense by Eddie Ravenel. Ball thrown a little further, and you know what? Adam could be off to the races still. Bring up 4th down. And Southern will be forced to punt.
Ravenel trying to make up for that pass interference earlier in the first quarter. Again, he's got good coverage, passing, just a little floater. And again, I think that wind's got to do something with that.
Colby Miller into punt for Southern. He's standing just outside his 15-yard line. Almost blocked, but he does get it right between arms, and it's hauled in by Hinton. Brad Hinton, he has got room over here. Cannot get through as the window closed in a very quick hurry. A&T will have good field position when we come back, and they need it. They're down by 3. We'll be back with second quarter action from the Las Vegas Football Classic in a moment. Only Vegas. 42-yard punt on the play, 20-yard return from Brad Hinton has given the Aggies good field position at the 46-yard line.
Ranker stays in at quarterback.
And off is straight ahead. Patterson getting to the midfield stripe. A&T's averaging 2.7 yards a play. Southern averaging 3.1 a play, Stan.
Well, again, I thought coming into this ball game, I think most observers felt as well that this was going to be a defensive battle and the battle of field position. And right now, I don't know if any team has really won either one of those here. 3.2, 2.8. It's not very good offensive yards.
Still feeling each other out a little bit, I think, trying to decide
and when
what
you look,
they do.
yeah, especially when you look at A&T was averaging about 204 yards a game coming into this ball game.
I formation. Nowhere to go. The Southern defense, everybody but Coach Pete Richardson was there to greet that one. Nowhere to go on that. That's what you call a no-go. That's a no gain.
You know, you just look at those guys. You look at Peyton, Andre Peyton, goes 6'2", 250. Perry Davis at 6 feet, 300 pounds. And then Charles Lemons, the anchors at right side, goes 308 pounds. A great offensive and defensive line for both teams.
That'll bring up a 3rd down, and it's all of 5 yards to go for A&T, just inside Southern territory.
A&T coming in on 3rd down possessions was only 23%, 731. I think you do safe pass and pop to Frank Patterson.
Glenn rolling this way, got a man open. What a nice haul in there by Doug Brown. Doug Brown's already had a good first half. That was a great catch.
And that's exactly what we're talking about, Chip. Those little safe, little 5- and 10-yard routes, out routes where, again, if you can't catch it, the defender's not. Roll to the right. Good job by Rankins. Good athlete, we said a moment ago. Nice pass. Gets there. Patterson goes a good pass. And then Brown, good job of catch. Watch the concentration by Doug Brown. Catch, make sure he's got both feet in bounds. Boom, steps out of bounds, moving the change for the Aggies.
That is the first 3rd down conversion for A&T tonight. 2 catches, 20 yards for Doug Brown. I formation. Rankins giving him a little bit. He was trying to go the up route, but it didn't work. Jamal Jones had cut it off, and that will not go anywhere. Incomplete pass.
And that'll happen when you get a new quarterback. Maybe a miscommunication. I think they may have had a stop and go, but Jamal Jones was bumped a little bit, and then there was pressure that time on the quarterback. Rankins and throws it out of bounds. But again, you know, I like what A&T is trying to do, open up the offense a bit.
Kevin Moffitt was covering. Kevin Moffitt has had a good year defensively.
Good picture there with Daryl McNeely, offensive coordinator, and there's my man, Pete Richardson.
Second down, 10. Well, there's another fall down. Patterson fell down again, and we mentioned this. You and I went on the field before the game to see this is not grass.
No.
We need to kind of explain this is a kind of a turf.
Yeah, it's that new poly turf and everything. And like I said, they just put this down about 3 weeks ago. And I walked on the field a second time and really went in. I saw a lot of guys kind of slipping. You can see it's nothing. Watch his feet go right up, zip right there. You know, they've only played Vegas and Toledo played 2 weeks ago. And tonight, that's only the second game. You can still see a little black, grainy stuff as you look at the field. It's just not settled yet.
Frank may change shoes at halftime. Roll right, looking long, and it's going to be out of bounds. It was hauled home there by Kenny Perry, but it will be out of bounds, and that will bring up a fourth down. So the defense holds.
And Randall Rankins is saying, wait a minute, you know, I like playing, but I might want to be on the bench right now. He took a shot. Watch this thing. He's a little wobbly, and well, he should be. You're in coverage right there. There's a little fake comes out there. Watch this coming out there and just leveling him, putting him to the turf. That's Darrell Hurst. We told you Hurst was a hitter. Put him down.
Rankins only 5'10", 170. He will feel all of that. Kick is away, trying to keep it a little bit away from Landry. That don't do it. Well, Landry had the motor running when he caught it.
A&T is going to have to do something about that snap, because I tell you, it's going to come eventually and block one.
We're going to take a break. 10:04 to go in the second quarter. Southern leading A&T 6-3. Southern with the ball and the lead, a 6-3 lead. Ezra Landry returned to punt 4 yards with a 20-yard kick on the play. First and 10 on the Southern 23-yard line. Quincy Richard handing it straight ahead. And boy, the A&T defense, both sides of the football are just swarming. Once it gets to somebody, they see where the play's going.
Whew. Quick linebackers for both teams. And after the North Carolina Central game, a game that they won 25-0, everybody started talking about it in Greensboro area, the return of Blue Death, the vaunted defenses that A&T had in the late 80s and early 90s, and the same thing for Southern. The Dog Day defense. So these guys really go after it. So again, you're going to bust a big play. You're going to get field position, I think. Our team's going to have to grind it out for 40, 60, 70, 80 yards for a TD.
Air flight offense with 4 wide as they move it back into the backfield, and then they come up. Nander, that's Peoples. Peoples going straight ahead, and he's got a first down, and right there headed to the 33-yard line, and that was a good-looking play there. Eddie Ravenel with a tackle for A&T.
Good job of blocking on the point of attack. Good hole right there for Southern University. And then you just said, right there, so quick right there. It's Kenneth Peoples. Again, the SWAC Rookie of the Year, and only played in 8 football games last year.
Good look there, Leon Miller indicating he's in one of the wide out positions. 5 wide this time for Southern. They're going to move Peoples back to the left side. Richard fake it this time. Blitz is on, and Richard just gets rid of it. What a great, you talking about showing some strength there. Richard shows why that 6'3", 208 frame is tough. He just held on and just got rid of it.
And you could see Doug Okorocha coming from the end, trying to make the play. Again, that's what Pete Richardson was talking to me about early in the week, that Richard is smart. You might not think that's a good play, but he gets it. There's Okorocha, doesn't wrap him up so strong as Quincy Richard, and throws the ball out where nobody can get the pick off. You don't take the loss. What's the hit, though? Bam. 1, 2, 3 guys get him down. But again, they don't take the loss. You don't want to do that on a 3rd down situation. In this case, 2nd and 10.
Ricky Lewis may have got credit for the pin on that because he was the last man piling on. But, you know, 3rd and 10. Richard's pass a little bit high, in and out of the hands of Lionel Joseph. And it'll be 3rd down coming up. Richard is now 8 of 13 for 41 yards.
You love it when your corners can come up and not only cover but do a great job of hitting. And I think this is becoming a highlight tape for which team's defense can make the biggest hit. Charles Harper going to making that big play.
Charles Harper, 5'11", 185, but looks a lot bigger. He just looks, some people just look bigger. Richard with the blitz on again. They got a little screen on the outside. Peoples cuts back and look at the yellow swarm around the football and bring him down. Darrell Hamilton, Michigan State transfer, all over the field over there.
You know, you hate to keep talking about it, but the closing speed of the linebackers. You'll see 33 Herbert Dixon right there at the bottom of your screen. And watch, nice pass by Peoples. He's juking. And watch who comes in here just in a second. Bam, 33 is hit on the tackle. You know, a lot of guys from North Carolina A&T along with my man Ricky Lewis coming in making a good play.
That means A&T will have to kick it away. The receiver, Southern will be kicking away. There's a punt from Miller. No fair catch call. Whew, that's a lot of guts something loads. Good gracious. Man. Thursday on NBC, join comedian Corey Zoo Miller as he counts down the summer's biggest hits and misses. Plus, see what's coming to theaters this fall. Don't miss this special edition of Real Reviews, Thursday at 9 p.m. on MBC Network. 31-yard on the kick, 0 on the return. 7:48 to go. Southern leading A&T 6-3. It has been a slug fest. I think that's the only way to put it.
Yeah, and again, I didn't think it'd be any less. There's two teams, very competitive, great defensive teams. Offense is trying to get it done.
After Patterson being the lone setback, they've run this set a lot tonight, and just Patterson by himself. Handoff is to him, and he has got little room, but he made the most out of what he had, just a small little seam, but then it closed down in a hurry. Kevin Young, one of the guys making the stop, give him 2 on the carry.
And if you're A&T, you don't want to make mistakes. It looks like that they're going to play with Rankins for a few more series. Not sure how Glenn's ankle is. So, again, if you're going to do that, you don't want to make mistakes. You want to let your defense try to keep you in position and maybe make the defensive plays to win this ball game.
Glenn standing on the sideline. He's not sitting, so you think he may be okay, but you could be right, Stan. He may not be able to go. He could be standing or just not be able to play. He tried to come back after that. He took a hard lick early. Quick out. Brown. Look at the room Brown's got. What a jump. Gracious jump for 5.5 yards on that, and it is first down to the 48-yard line.
Athletic. That's Doug Brown. That is Doug Brown. And he's a kid that's been making plays for him last year, came into this ball game only with 1 reception. We've seen him catch 2 or 3 passes, but they like his athleticism. Watch this. Catch the ball up and watch this. Could be on the hurdling team right there. Boop, gets over somebody, and then the big play there to put him down. But again, those are the safe passes with a quarterback like Rankins. Hasn't played a lot that you want to try to make if you're A&T.
Doug Brown, 3 catches, 31 yards. We're saying he's having a big night tonight. He is. He's made some really fine plays. Handoff goes to Frank Patterson. You can't argue with that one as he is inside Southern territory, marked at about the 45-yard line. And you know what? I'm impressed with A&T that they're not getting rattled at all. But the fact they're down by 3, you know, there's no panic in the offense.
Well, there's no real need to panic. I mean, there's still a half the players. There's A&T guy that's injured. That gives you a chance to talk. George Small comes in, 13th head coach in A&T's football history, and you're having to replace a legend in Coach Bill Hayes, who's the winningest coach in Aggie history. But again, he's come in with an attitude: we're going to be offensive, we're going to try to pound the ball, we're not going to make mistakes, we're going to be disciplined. And so far, it's worked well for A&T.
Eric Arnett is the player injured, and that could be a double whammy because he's also their snapper if he can't go.
Not sure. If you take a look, you can see maybe right there, 83 keeper. See, Russ, that's one of the things, the biggest fear that linemen have and tight ends, someone rolling up on the back of the leg. Looks like they rolled up on the back of his left leg. Hopefully he'll be back soon.
Eric Arnett, 6'4", 210-pound junior, has a touchdown reception this year. You just don't know. You don't want to sit up here and guess either. It looked like they're working on the left knee, but you don't want to make any guess.
Why I got a second to talk about him. I mean, many people may not know Coach George Small, who's now the A&T coach, but it was a guy that's been in the program in college football for over 20 years, was a coordinator at Langston and also at Savannah State, was a coach. Also came from Hampton University this past year to take over, and was also with Eddie Robinson at Grambling as a coordinator. So it's a guy that has got great experience, was the head coach at Kentucky State. Matter of fact, coached Kentucky State to the first Pioneer Bowl that they ever had down in Atlanta a couple years ago, beat Livingston at the end of that ball game. But again, a guy that's been around, paid his dues, and getting his chance to come back to his alma mater.
We need to welcome some viewers from across the country who are watching tonight's game on Comcast Sports Southeast, WBII-TV, Holly Springs, Memphis, Tennessee, WYCS-TV, Louisville, Kentucky, WMMP, Charleston, South Carolina, WBQP, Mobile, Pensacola, XCBS, Shreveport, Louisiana, Time Warner, Cable, and Sharp. We got a lot of folks all over the place tonight.
And I'll tell you, I'm glad you're watching, and keep on watching, because we're making history all season long.
Sure are. Eric Arnett being helped off the field.
Good shot of George Small right there. He's a class guy. I've had a chance to talk to him a lot over the past 2 weeks, watched him play Central and also, at practice the last couple days. And he's really a guy that's positive, trying to get it done, wants his guys to be solid, not only on the football field, but definitely in the classroom and also in the community. But don't be surprised if these guys do great things over the next years.
And he knows how to get it done. Played 6 years in the National Football League, and he played for some outstanding organizations. Handoff is to Patterson, sweeping the right side. What a cut back to the inside. He's inside the 45, close to the 42-yard line. That's where he has to go to get the first down.
The thing I like about Patterson, again, even though when he does those little out plays, watch this now, watch his shoulders. He gets his shoulders around very quickly, and he's hitting these ways. He's trying to get there and try to make a play. And another time, it's like the third or fourth time we've seen Patterson make that little stumble right there. Again, you got to make an adjustment at halftime, put some new shoes on, go to sneaks or something, but you got to keep the big fella running.
3rd down and 1. Patterson, 14 carries, 40 yards. I formation. Hand it to the Hawks. He's got first down and more. What a nice move to the outside, inside the 30. He had one man to beat, and he is lucky, if you're a Southern fan, grabbed by Jamal George, or he's waving at us from the zone.
Wow. Watch this. Just watch this. Now here's it. Reach the hole. Doesn't like inside. Pop to the outside. The balance. Get out of the way. Give me a block. And then it burst of speed right there. And Ravner just gave it to trip him up right there. George saves the day. But again, this is so reminiscent. A&T fans will talk about Maurice Hicks. I mean, wow, the balance, the speed. This is going to be a great runner.
First down, A&T making the move before the break at halftime. Down 6-3, giving it to him again. He just gets stronger. Patterson again, and the offensive line is really doing a nice job. He is making the most of Cato, Gates, Costin, Sanders, Jordan up front, doing some good blocking.
Hot night, 308 pounds, an average offensive line. You just keep pounding and pounding. And this is a kid in Patterson that's carried the ball over 20 times in the 2 football games. So you don't think he's going to get tired. But again, you want to keep those backs fresh. But hey, as long as the horse is running, keep riding him.
Well, he's sitting there running behind J.J. Thompson in the fullback slot. He weighs 235. So that's like running behind another lineman, too. He puts a hurting on you when he hits you. Straight ahead again. There he is again. First down again. Close to the 17-yard line.
Can't talk enough about it. You just mentioned it, but you also, the thing A&T's been able to do, and Southern doing that, rotating a lot of the linemen. That time you had Dexter Drauman in the ball game, and Jerry Jones, and these guys pounding. Watch this hole right here. Watch it. Great kid. Gets the ball. Look at the vision. See, doesn't like it there. Goes inside just a little bit, and then pushing forward for an extra yard or two. Joshua King, 85 there, trying to make another block as he replaces Arnett.
Patterson goes out of the game for the first time, and Micho Hollingsworth will come in at the tailback position.
Good athlete, very explosive.
He'll get it. He leapfrogs and nowhere to go that time. The Southern defense was waiting on it. A lot of times you get in the air, Stan, it gives the defense time to get there.
Yeah, get in the air, got no place to go. You got to come down. Get in there. If you're A&T, don't panic. You want to take your time, run your offense. You're in great field position. Yannick's a good kicker. You know you can get 3 out of this deal. You'd prefer 6.
Hollingsworth for one and done. Goes back out because Patterson's back in. No gain on the first down play.
You talk about Yannick Matthews comes into this ball game 2 of 2 for field goals. His long was a career. It was last year 42 yards. Made that big field goal Saturday to beat Jackson State 10-7 down in Jackson.
I formation. One tight end rather with wideouts on both sides. Well, that looked like a busted play there to me. Looked like Rankins did not know where to turn on that. I think we got a little miscommunication. He just threw it up for grabs, and luckily it came down for A&T without anybody catching it.
Well, that's what we're talking about. Not trying to be too fancy, too special. Get me in the half. A little play fake here, a little misdirection. Boom, and maybe he just forgot where he's going to go. Because when he passed all the way, you saw Frank Patterson trying to get in pass protection. A&T very, very lucky that ball was not picked off.
Kevin Young has greeted Rankins a couple of times tonight. He greeted him again. Maybe they're talking about plans after the game where they're going to eat. Trips to the near side of the field. 2 of 6, 20 yards. Randall Rankins, who's really come in and given A&T a spark. Looking for someone. He's going to go into the end zone. Scott Jones, but look at the interception. Good gracious alive. Jamal George with an outstanding, that's his second interception of the year. That one was an outstanding interception, Stan.
We talked about not making a mistake close to the half for A&T. And Coach George Small said, wow. But it was a good idea. Watch this. You roll him. He beat him to the outside. You've got the pass there. It stays in the air too long. And Jamal George is a great play, getting his hand up there, leaping up with the left and catching and getting the interception.
Boy, that is a huge, huge play. We're going to take a break as the first turnover of the game happens. We're going to take a break. We'll be back. Southern on top by 3.
MBC salutes North Carolina A&T for its role in securing our future.
What a sight. Beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Home Las Vegas Football Classic presented by Lincoln Mercury. There is no city quite like it. Only Vegas. That is some kind of sight. 6-3, Southern on top of NC A&T. Southern with the ball at their own 20. That is Quincy Richard looking, and he completes the pass across the middle. There's some room on that side going out of bounds. That's Lionel Joseph, who advances the football all the way up to about the 33-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds by Charles Harper.
You got to wonder about the momentum swing now. Big defensive play by Southern to make the stop there. Then again, he come out, save pass, get it to Joseph, picks up about 16, 17 yards on the play. Now right now, Jaguar Nation, everybody at Baton Rouge, very happy with what's going on with Southern.
Trips a wide side again, same formation for Richard. Twins on the other side of the field. James Vernon moves into the slot, and he goes to Vernon, but oh man, is there a lot of yard around that football. There was nowhere to go because the A&T defense led by Herbert Dixon was in the backfield ready to play.
Player of the week last week in the MEAC. We talked a moment ago about some of his. The thing that I loved about what George told me about Herbert Dixon, and one where you stand, he'll hit you. It's as simple as that. He will hit you, and certainly has been on many tackles tonight already.
Second down 18. Now you understand, with the clock running down, do you try to run the football a little more so the clock will continue to run so you don't give A&T the chance to get the ball back before the half ends?
Well, again, I talk about it all the time. Field position, short passes, get it to your workhorse. They're coming to the blitz.
Richard gets it away to Ard. Ard scored a touchdown. Trying to look at another one. Look at the pulling away. Trying to pull. He pulled for about 5 yards to get to the 30-yard line. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice run.
That makes it more manageable now. 3rd and 13, a lot better than the daggum 3rd and 20, 3rd and 19. Again, no mistakes. You can't talk about it. No mistakes.
The clock continues to run when you go possession type.
As you get a little quick screen right there. The 2 guys are flooding. Just bring it back right there. Catch it. Then see how many yards you can make. It's one of those run after catches. Catch the ball, bam, pick up a field.
Pulling Daryl Hamilton with him. That's pretty good. Daryl's a big old guy to be pulling. Twins on both sides of the field. The clock under 1:30 to go in the first half. Blitz is on. It's picked up pretty good. Richard gets way in the middle, and it's complete there. Number 88, that is Lionel Joseph trying to move up, and he's not going to be near the first down, but the clock will continue to roll unless A&T takes a timeout. So a good play there by Southern all the way around to complete the pass, pick up the blitz, and advance the ball forward. Maturity
by Quincy Richard. A year ago, 2 years ago, would have panicked, maybe would not have made the right read that time, took his time, knew he was going to get hit. Watch watch this, coming right at you. Blitz is on. There's my man coming at bushes right there. Richard stays in the pocket, finds Joseph. Joseph doing his best he can, makes a big play possibly, boom, picks up about 7 yards. Again, move field position so they can punt the ball. A&T, I think, takes a timeout.
They did take a timeout with 59 seconds to go, and I got to tell you, the numbers are tough to read up here tonight. It was 80 instead of 88. Chris Davis bringing home the catch. But I got to tell you, the white numerals tough to see on the field tonight. We got all of 88, 86. Good, great. We're doing the best we can.
And while we got a second, you look at these two schools, great histories, great programs, 9,000 approximately students at both the Baton Rouge campus and Greensboro. First year football for A&T, 1924, 1916 for Southern. Their first varsity team was in 18, and they were even founded almost the same time, 1891 and 1890. Two of the best historically black colleges in America, two of the best colleges in America. Southern University of Baton Rouge, and from Greensboro's own Aggie Prize, North Carolina A&T. Been to both campuses, been on both campuses many times. They're lovely. People are great there.
I like that. They'll have you do commercials for both of them. That was good. You did a good job. Timeout.
Beautiful campus.
Southern with 3, A&T with 1. Kick is away. Curtis DeLoach has got a little room to work. Couldn't get outside a man. He's crossed the 40. Oh, what a move back. Out there to step out of bounds. He didn't even pass it all the way to the 45-yard line. Southern with 46 seconds to go. So A&T still has a shot to put points on the board, trailing by 3 before the half ends.
When you've got a big play guy like Curtis DeLoach, you never can rest comfortably. Deep punt. DeLoach makes a couple moves inside, outside, and you're back in great field position by A&T. One timeout, 46 seconds. You want short passes. You want to try to get things to the sideline. Use the clock. Get out of bounds.
Rankins comes back in at quarterback. Wanted to see what would happen there. 32-yard kick, 24-yard return. Great stats tonight from our buddy Dave Seabold, doing a great job. He is filling us in. Thank you, Dave. Trips to the right side. Mike is looking, going to go down the left side. He's got Jones there. It's just a little long. Jamal Jones had broke open, went straight, just ran a fly route. Couldn't get it.
Yeah, you look at timing and you look at experience, Chip, and there was, again, you had 3 to one side and 1-1 coverage at time with Kevin Moffitt against Jones, and just put it on the wrong side. If he throws that to the inside, you got 6, throw it to the outside, he can't find the ball, incomplete pass.
Tell you what, I'd run that play again. I'd come back to play.
Well, it may actually got him down isolated on this side of the field again.
I'm not coaching, but I'd come back with it. We looked good the first time. Second down, 40 seconds to go and a half. Rankins looked like they were trying to set up a screen, and Rankins threw it off the helmet of Perry Davis, it looked like, and Perry headbutted about 15 yards the other way.
Perry will get a pass deflection for him. It ought to be a head deflection right there. But again, Rankins has got to get rid of the football. Juke's right there. Got away from being drafted. And there you see Perry Davis gets up and gets a piece of the ball. But again, you've got to get rid of the football. Can't take a sack. Bam, throws him to the ground.
Well, Rankins is being rudely awakened to the turf here. It's a good look at Perry Davis, 6 foot, 300-pounder. Third down, a big third down coming up with 4 seconds to go. We talked about the timeout situation. If they don't convert here, Southern has 3 timeouts left. You never know. Rankins is going to tuck it. And he will move inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. And we'll see if Southern decides they want to take a timeout. I'm not sure it's not a bad idea. Try to block one. They may not. Pete Richardson may say, you know, I'll take my 6-3 lead and go in the house. Got a player injured on the play. I think it's Kendrick Paul, but I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's who the injured player is. It's Gabriel LaFrance. Gabriel LaFrance is the injured player. Six to 3 at halftime. Southern leading North Carolina A&T. The Las Vegas Classic presented by Lincoln Mercury. On the field right now is a full-fledged go-get-'em band. Blue and gold marching band from A&T. Let's listen in for it. and hear them play. Commissioner Yvonne Atkinson Gates joining us now at halftime, and boy, we're having a ball in Vegas.
You're absolutely right, and this is the right place to have a ball.
This has been wonderful. First of all, thanks for the great welcome that you folks have given, and I know y'all are used to having big events, and this is just another mini, but what a great job y'all done for this game.
Well, you know, it's really exciting for us, being one of the largest municipalities in terms of bringing tourists here. We're really excited to have you here, and most of all to host this game for the second year in a row.
Two great schools in here. There's a lot of people, and everybody has had a great time and been smiling and been happy campers, and I know that's what you like to see.
Absolutely. LBCVA as well as the Las Vegas events really wanted to make sure that we have a great opportunity to showcase Nevada, but most of all so that people who didn't have an opportunity to go to a predominantly African-American school have that experience tonight. So we're really excited about it.
And I tell you what, a lot of folks came too. I mean, big crowds out of both schools have come, and really, y'all have done just a super job.
You know, being the #1 capital, the tourist capital of the world, I mean, we pride ourselves in trying to make sure that we bring as many tourists here. And this is another example of doing just that, with 127,000 hotel rooms as well as $32 million in taxes that we generated from our tourists. We're excited about this, and this is going to add to that addition.
What's amazing to me is there's so many big events that are going on in Las Vegas this weekend, and y'all have been able to just take care of everything and handle it so well.
And that's what we pride ourselves on as well. We have the fight going on. We have this game, of course, and we have a number of other events that are occurring right here in this valley, and we're able to handle all of them at ease.
Yvonne Atkinson Gates, thank you so much for joining us, and thanks for the great job that you folks do. We appreciate it.
And thank you for having us here, and thanks for hosting this. Okay.
All righty, more of the A&T band as we continue halftime. A&T trailing 6-3. Ron Aller, Vice President of Casino Marketing, joins us at time. And Ron, what a great weekend this has been for these folks.
Yes, it has been. It's been anticipated for a lot of months now, and I think it's really coming to fruition. It's a great game, and we're just really proud to be part of it.
I talked about this earlier. It's amazing how you folks can handle so many events. I mean, there are a lot of events going on this weekend in Las Vegas.
Yes, there are. And I guess, you know, when you're in casino marketing, you just learn as part of life. You know, you put in a lot of hours, and you're trying to make everything successful.
Tell us some of the things that you're associated with what you do.
Well, with the casino marketing, we've got a couple things going on right now. We just finished a boxing match last week. We start into the Great American Motorcycle Expo next weekend, which Boyd Gaming is a sponsor of. So we just have a lot of things going on. We have a lot of properties in town besides Stardust, you know, with Sam's Town, with the 3 downtown properties, California and Main Street and Fremont, and 2 local properties in George Wild and the El Dorado.
Well, Stardust has been a great venue. We've enjoyed being there. Ron, thanks so much for joining us.
My pleasure. I'm glad we could be part of it.
All righty. Thank you, Ron Aller. We're going to come back with more action at halftime. Stay with us from the Las Vegas Classic.
The all-new 2003 Lincoln Navigator. There are those who travel and those who travel well.
Welcome back to the Las Vegas Football Classic, brought to you by Lincoln Mercury. Southern leads North Carolina A&T 6-3. I've got Anthony Sanfilippo from Harris with us now. Anthony, this is a great weekend, isn't it?
It's a big weekend in Las Vegas. We're hosting the Southern team over at the Rio. And we are big in Louisiana. We have casinos in New Orleans, Northwest Louisiana, Shreveport, and also in Lake Charles. So we are rooting for the Jaguars today.
You're not supposed to be neutral. You're supposed to be neutral right now.
No. There's no neutrality here. We're hoping the Jaguars pull it out tonight. We love the South. We have a number of casinos in the South. And most importantly for Las Vegas, this is a huge event for Las Vegas.
Well, speaking of Las Vegas and having Harris at Rio's been the sponsor for the Southern football team, how's the economic impact of having the Las Vegas Football Classic and a team and a following such as Southern been for you guys?
Well, there's a couple of things happening. I don't think you could find a hotel room in Las Vegas this weekend. And I love the diversity that these teams bring to this city. So it's been very positive for Las Vegas, and it's a great thing for Harris Entertainment to be able to be a part of this.
When you look at schools like Southern University, North Carolina A&T, it got to make you guys very happy that you can be a small part of what a great historically black colleges are.
Well, we love sponsoring events like this because of our presence in the South, as well as what this does for Las Vegas. So it is extremely exciting for us to be able to be a part of this.
Well, Anthony, I'll tell you what, we've really enjoyed this week here in Harris, and I know the fans in Southern have been enjoying Rio's.
Thank you, Stan. We appreciate that.
Anthony Sanfilippo, as we take a listen at the Southern Band, the Human Jukebox, Southern University. Southern University Marching Band performs at halftime. Southern leads 6-3. I've got Chuck Morrison, Senior Vice President, Director of Client Services at Uniworld, and representing Lincoln Mercury. Lincoln Mercury, the proud sponsor of the Las Vegas Football Classic. And Chuck, this has been a great weekend.
Yes, it has, Stan. And on behalf of Lincoln Mercury, let me just say that we're extremely happy to be here at this event. It's very live in Vegas this weekend, as you know, with the fight. But this is terrific. North Carolina A&T and Southern HBCUs on the West Coast. It's great.
Uniworld has been a proud sponsor of a lot of groups. But what made Uniworld and Lincoln Mercury decide to get involved with the Las Vegas Classic?
Well, you have to give credit to our clients because we have no revenue unless they give us some. But Lincoln Mercury, Ford Motor Company, has had a long history of support for HBCUs, and this is just a continuation of that. We have a client at Lincoln Mercury, Janine White, who is the manager of multicultural marketing, who is a graduate of Florida A&M University, and she gets HBCUs and what they mean and the business opportunity for us. So it's a support mechanism for us, but it's also a way for us at the end of the day to try to sell some cars.
It's been a great football weekend here, and I said Lincoln Mercury's been the title sponsor. Is this something we can look forward to in the future?
Oh, absolutely. As I said, Ford Motor Company has long been a sponsor of HBCU activities. Several members of Ford's executive committee are on the boards of HBCUs, and it's just been a long partnership. So this is nothing new for Ford Motor Company and not anything new for the Lincoln Mercury division of Ford.
Well, Chuck, we certainly appreciate everything that Uniworld has done, and we respect everything with Lincoln Mercury, and thank you for everything. It's the halftime show. We're here in Las Vegas. Southern leads North Carolina A&T 6-3. Stay with us for more, won't you?
The Jags have a 3-point lead over the Aggies at halftime. Southern on top of NCAA. Chip Targeted back here with Stan Lewis in first half. Let's take a look at those Las Vegas highlights.
It's been an interesting first half, but I tell you what, it's been sprinkled with blue and gold. How about that? But the blue has been from Southern University. Great catch that time by Davis, a little outright earlier. The big play of the game, the block, Hunt So the University recovers the punt, and then they'll get an outside pass again. Same pass, boom. Catch, great drag of the feet by Southern offensively. Then there's a trickeration we had. The little reverse. Alfred Ard, the athletic baseball player, takes it in from 22 yards, putting Southern up 6-3. And then a great defensive play at the end of the half by George. Interception. Hey, 6-3 defense all the way.
We'll be back with the second half. 6-3 Southern on top of A&T. Stay with us. You know what? There may be some more fireworks here in the second half. 6-3 is the score. As we just recap the first half highlights, Yannick Matthews had a field goal to give A&T a 3-0 lead. Then Alfred Ard on a double burst from 22 yards. PAT was missed. That's how we stand. Halftime. Take us in there with both coaches. What do you tell each one?
I'm happy.
You like that, Stan?
I like that. I like that because defensively both teams are doing what they did. First down, 7-7. Look at the total offense, 106-94. I expected that. The one turnover. A&T's done a good job. They got that time of possession back in there for 16 minutes. I think it's just going to be another grinded-out battle. Field position, very important, and also making mistakes. The team that makes the fewer mistakes, gets better field position, that team wins the ball game. Also, we were worried about penalties. North Carolina A&T had averaging about 85 yards a game in penalties, only 24 yards on penalties. Southern penalty free so far.
That will make a difference. George Small, I'm sure, had some choice words at halftime. Probably just stay cool. We're in the thing. Hang in there. 6-3. Team trails only by a field goal. They will be kicking off to Southern. Southern will be going from left to right as we view it. And a great job by our bands at halftime. Blue and gold marching band from A&T and the huge jukebox from Southern. And I'm going to tell you what, halftime was spectacular, Gag. The fireworks wasn't nothing compared to what was going on in the field. Woo! I was ready to dance, Dave, but I'm going to hold on.
Yeah, just kind of wait on that because we got another half to go. Okay, just pull up on the dance.
They're going to do a little hide-and-seek, Southern is, because Gabe LaFrance is going to stand in front of Landry. They're going to try to get the ball in Landry's hands. Now, the question is, will Yannick Matthews kick it to Landry? That's the question. They're going to try to get it in his hands, I can tell you that. And guess what? Ezra has it. Watch him work. He's got some room. Look at him. And he's up to the 24-yard line. Tell you what, his motor runs constantly.
Well, like I said at the beginning of the game, 86-yard kickoff return in the first ball game of the season against Mississippi Valley. That's a great way to start your season. He kicked the ball. It was a bounce to him. He caught it and took off 86 untouched. And that got Southern season going. And, hey, every time he touches the ball, you think he can possibly score.
Quincy Richard in the first half, 12 of 17, 58 yards, an 18-yard kickoff return for Landry to set up shop at the 24-yard line. Those fireworks are going like crazy. That's going to be tough to hear the signals with the fireworks going off. Richard will turn and hand off to Peoples. Peoples had a pretty good first half, and he just plows his way up near the 30-yard line. It'll be second down and about 5 to go. That is a cool way that those fireworks are going.
Well, it's nice, but it's a little disconcerting right there, but you've got to just concentrate and play. A little stretch play that time by Peoples picks up 6 yards. Getting yards on first down, very important also for both teams.
Second down. 4-3 defense by A&T, almost a 4-4 walk-up, it looks like. Peoples straight ahead again, plowing. First down, the sticks will move. Herbert came out of the pile with the ball, and he thought it was a fumble, but the guys with the striped shirts on said, no, down already. It'll be a first down. Just shy of the 35-yard line.
Peoples, one of about 3 kids on this Southern team from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Carver High School. They always have strong programs there. Didn't play, set out a season. Pete Richardson used to coach at Winston-Salem State. He's got a lot of friends there. Wants to try to keep that pipeline from Forsyth County all the way down to Jackson.
Richard faked it that time on the shotgun to Peoples, who kept it himself. I don't know if that was a call or not, but it looked like the snap was a little high, so he kept it and tried to keep it himself and wound up losing yardage. Stan, look and see if you could tell.
Well, it didn't really, the little dive option right there. Watch this, there's a shotgun, there's a fake, you get it. But a lot of the goal search. Look at that, 1, 2, 3. There's the whole team says, hey, we'll meet at the quarterback. Great pursuit by, the team in goal. You gotta be specific with your goal. That's talking about the Aggies right now. There's a good look at head coach Pete Richardson.
Pete looking at second and 2 minutes and 13. You don't want to see that number on second down. Richard looking, and he's going to complete it to Davis. Davis catches it at the 45. He's at the 50. He's inside of A&T territory. Nice pitch, nice catch. Move the chains. Herbert Dixon making the tackle. Chris Davis.
You just watch this and you're kind of amazed. Now watch again. Richard rolling down, left roll to right, under pressure, floats ball there that Dixon comes in and catches. And watch this, Duke right there. He dust coming out from the turf. But again, inside, outside, makes a play, picking up a few more yards after the catch.
Boy, is this a key drive for Southern. 20 yards on play. They can really help their cause here. Put points on the board. Richard, why not hand it off? Richard does so to Peoples, and Peoples. They're moving the pile good straight ahead right now.
Yeah, big number 79, Thomas Salisbury goes about 320, just moving the load. Everybody doing a good job getting behind the heat. And then also been Jermaine Jackson's in there at the center spot, pushing the load, pushing everybody, picking up some yards.
Lunda Wells getting up slowly. 320-pound junior. Looks like he's very slow getting up. Not sure exactly what took place. Kenneth Peoples, 11 rushes, 30 yards. He's got quite a bit here to start the second after the 2 or 3 rushes that he's had.
Seems like he's picked up more yards than that. He's been carrying the ball, really working hard.
Maybe they better recount that. What do you think?
A recount? Nah, it's okay. Pete Richardson's no stranger to North Carolina A&T. For many years, he coached against him when he played at Winston-Salem, coaching at Winston-Salem State. And this is actually his 7th game against him. He's 3-3. They lost a game in the Circle City. That was the first time he coached him when he was at Southern. And Pete told me earlier today and earlier this week, he still has a great love for the folks in Winston-Salem and whatnot. Tries to get back there once or twice a year, and it's just a great love affair. Hated to leave Winston, but took greener grass and has done a great job here at Southern.
Wells walked off the field under his own power, kind of holding his right arm, maybe right shoulder a little bit. Wait and see what the result is on that, but hopefully he'll be able to get back to the ball game. Second down, we'll call it 5. Handed to the workhorse, Peoples again. This time he busts free and into the secondary. He stumbles down. Inside the 35, we'll call it the 33-yard line. Eddie Ravenel with the top.
Watch this right side. You got a pull right there. Bam, a good block. Gets the hole up, and you could have run through that hole, Chip. And then the power. Just keep running. Turning your legs, trying to get extra yards. And I like both running backs, Patterson and Peoples. When they get hit, they duck the ball, and they lean forward. It's a sign of a good running back, trying to get extra yards.
Charles Harper got a paw in there and kind of took him up a little bit. Good drive, though, by Southern. Right out of the gates. The start of the second half. Peoples again trying the left side. He wound up running into a heap of folks led by Ravenel. Losing yardage on the play.
You're just trying to stretch out the defense. A little bounce right there, trying to get the outside. So a little bit of a block that time. Just missed by one of the running backs, Leon Miller. And then a great pursuit. Again, we talk about it over and over again. Pursuit of North Carolina A&T, trying to make big plays.
Southern is really moving folks in and out of the lineup. People's come out. Leon Miller has come in at the running back position. He's wearing number 20. Good look there at Quincy Richard. Southern has taken the kickoff and just moved straight down the field. Slant, and I think it wound up going to the wrong guy. But it's a good play there, as that's number 4, James Vernon, who ran a little in route, and I think it was overthrown, but James came down. He said, hey, it's my ball, I'm going to catch it, and he's inside the 10.
Well, you might be exactly right. The pass was a little overthrown, intended receiver, but Vernon kept running the route, caught the ball, great concentration. Southern in great territory right now.
I think James was surprised. He looked up and saw that big kid coming at him. He said, hey, that's mine, I'll go get it. Here it is again.
The slant route, good concentration, bam, catches, then turning upfield.
24 yards on the pass play. Richard, little inside screen, and on the knees, not going to go anywhere. Pick up a couple of yards on the play, and that was to the tight end, Dedrick Shellmeyer. Give him a couple on the play. Ball was thrown low, and Dedrick just had to go to his knees to haul it in.
Shellmeyer not really known for his receptions. Picked up 2 already this season, but it's really an excellent blocker. They try to bring him in the ball game and also try to keep Art and also Bridges in formation where they can get that little inside play. Only picked up 2. Then he trips right.
Not a lot of room to operate here because there's not much field. Richard going across the middle, got his man at about the 3-yard line. Good tackle once again by the defense. That is Davis, Chris Davis. 3rd and goal.
Having a lot of success trying to get little slant routes. Davis gets right inside, doesn't go quite deep enough to get in the end zone. Picks up about 3 more yards. Again, great job. North Carolina A&T staying in front of him, not letting him get in the end zone. Good catch by Davis.
Big 3rd down here. They'll go with a tight end, really a slot with another tight end. Got a feeling you can see 26 right. Here he is. And he's into the end zone. Kenneth Peoples sweeps the right side and gets into the end zone at the 9:34 mark to extend Southern's lead to 12-3. We'll try the PAT.
Great vision by Peoples. This was trying to go inside. Nothing there. Bops to the outside. And no one from North Carolina A&T lays a hand on Kenneth Peoples.
Southern, I think, took the time out. It looked like on this side they're getting ready to kick the extra point, but I think they're thinking they go for 2. 11 plays, 76 yards. It took 5:21 off the clock. Peoples with a 3-yard run. Really just a sweep to the right side. That was an impressive half stand.
Averaging about 5.6 a carry coming into the game. It's a nice little block right there by the outside by Salisbury, and you can just do the rest. Give him 6. Great job. Vision, footwork, great balance. Watch this right there. Coming right there. Bounce to the outside. Touchdown, Southern.
That was a great drive. You mentioned grinding it out, and they really ground out that series. There was a lot of good running plays mixed in with some, like you mentioned, Bouchard, very composed at quarterback. He just makes right decisions most all the time, and he did so on that drive.
This is a good football team, Southern University. The blowout last week against Prairie View. They dismantled Mississippi Valley the other day, so they're very solid. But they felt like tonight would be their best test, and so far they've answered their test.
The numbers are right, so they're going to go for 2 at 12-3. They're going to try to make it 14-3. They'll go for a 2-point conversion. Quincy Richard has trips to the left side of the field. Now man in motion. Looking, they ran a little pick play, and Davis has got it. He's into the end zone. Chris Davis converts on the 2-1. That makes it 14-3. That is a big 2 points for Southern University.
Inside screen. Watch this, Ray. Looks left, throws right, comes right, catch the ball. You said you called it. It's a little bit of a little pick there. Ain't no harm, no foul, but catch it. 2-point conversion. Good by Southern.
So Southern goes 76 yards to extend their lead 14-3. A&T gets the ball back when we return.
3 Lincoln Navigator. There are those who travel and those who travel well.
We are in Las Vegas, Nevada for the Las Vegas Classic. It is the home of the Las Vegas Classic presented by Lincoln Mercury. There's no other city quite like it. Only Vegas. Something to see.
Dancing dogs.
I guarantee you the dogs are going down.
That's something to see. Vegas or Baton Rouge or anywhere else you want to travel to.
Sometimes I'm better off I don't say anything with you. Monty Ackley to kick off. Curtis DeLoach, Brad Hinton back deep. That is Hinton. He will take it in the end zone, and he will down it. Investigative, analytical, informative. MBC Network News covers issues and events that impact African-American families. Watch MBC Network News, the new voice, the urban voice for news and information, weeknights at 7 p.m.
And question for North Carolina A&T University in Greensboro, North Carolina. Who's going to quarterback, and what are you going to do offensively? You're down there for the first time all season by 11 points. If Rankins comes in, is he going to be under control, or will we see Glenn again? We'll see in just a second.
Rankins is in, and you got to feel like there may be something with Glenn. He just may not be able to go. 2 of 920 yards, but a key interception to end the first half for Rankins, and he wishes he had back. First 10 from their own 20. 9:34 to go, 14-3. Southern on top. Bootleg. Rankins has got room to run. If he touches it, he does. He is near the first down marker, and it depends on where they spot it. They're going to spot it just shy at about the 29-yard line.
Comes from a good family. Got coaches in the family up there in Bertie County. Good, smart kid. Was an all-state performer. Led his team to the state 3A championship a couple of years ago. And watch this. He is a good running quarterback. They want to try to get him out in the flow, and I think that's a safe play. Gives him some confidence. Picks up 9 yards. And again, for North Carolina A&T, a lot of time. Do not panic.
Excellent play there. I formation this time. I don't think A&T has gone back-to-back with the same formation all night long. I think a different formation every time they've lined up. And off straight ahead, and nice hesitation by Frank Patterson, but nowhere to go. He managed to get first down, but boy, there was nowhere else to go.
Well, again, the defense right now, Southern senses the kill, so they want to play very aggressive and smart. You can look for a big play. Good, smart job that time, Patterson. Hesitation, find your hole, pick up 3 yards, get the hit, ball, move those chains. Important,
though, for A&T to get that first down. They need to turn some momentum right now because the Mo is definitely on the near sidelines. Good look at George Small. Trying to come up with some large plays now. They're going to take a timeout. A&T's going to take a timeout. Randall came to the line, and he did not like what he saw, so we're going to step away as well. A&T with the ball, but trailing by 11. We're back in Viva Las Vegas when we come back. 8 minutes, 50 seconds remain in the third quarter. Southern on top of NCAA. We are in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, home of the Las Vegas Football Classic presented by, to make that car, Lincoln Mercury. Good looking Lincoln Aviator, Navigator with an SUV car, truck, you know, call it what? SUV, sport utility vehicle car, truck. Look, if you were Lincoln Mercury, as long as you sell it, it doesn't get you to call it anything you want to call it. Straight ahead, A&T goes. And that I formation, Patterson, the ball carrier again. Still trying to grind it out, picking up a couple on the play.
There's going to be a point in this football game, and it might be this drive where A&T is going to have to kind of stretch his defense because now Southern's just going with 7, 8, 9 guys in the box, expecting to look for Patterson off tackle, you know, a little stretch play. And I don't think they're going to be able to just grind it down the field. Like they're going to have to make some short passes. I actually try to go deep one time to Brown and Jones just to open this defense a little.
Well, in a passing formation and shotgun with trips to the near side of the field. I think you're right, Stan. Got to get something going now. Randall across the middle, and it is complete. That is Charles Harper. Harper did not gain anything except a reception. That was it. He is brought down by Eddie Woods.
I like the formation. You know, I love formation. Right. Trips left, trips right, spread them out, put them in man coverage, but I didn't like the route. You know, you got to try to take your routes a little deeper because all you did was had a 1-yard pass.
Well, I think he was a safety. I think he was a safety valve, the last person to go to it. I don't think that Randall could find anybody else to. He didn't want it. He was ready to get rid of it. And I think he was hoping just by getting the ball to somebody they could make something happen. Big 3rd and 9 for A&T at this point of the football game. No flag. The flag comes out now. Southern was offside. Pass is too high out of the reach there. They were trying to go to our guy, Doug Brown. Randall was, but I'm going to tell you, Southern was offsides over here on the right side. That will help your cause if you can move it 5 yards in the other direction.
Oh, no question. Makes it easier for 3rd down.
That's exactly what our referee Harold Cooper just made the signal that it is offsides against Southern. May have changed the snap count to go from a 3rd and 9 to a 3rd and 4. Big deal there.
Well, yeah, and I tell you what, Coach Richardson was livid on the sideline because he wants his defense to be a little more disciplined right there. Again, this is those kind of plays that come back to bite you there. You had 3rd and 9, you had an incompletion, you get off the field. Now it's a 3rd and 4, trips left again. Let's see what happens.
Randall ought to run it. Nowhere to run. He was thinking about that idea, but I got news for you. There was nowhere in the end to go because Southern had swarmed Kevin Mack all over him on that side there.
Wow, Kevin Mack just continued to just make the play. Comes in already 2 sacks. As a kid that transferred from the University of Oregon. Got a little help that time also from Perry. But watch this great drop. Coming in, bam, watch this. Nowhere to go, good blocking. Got to roll to the right, and then there's a pursuit. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Bam, put him down to the ground.
59 Taurus Morgan also on that stop. And Ezra Landry is back deep for Southern. There's one from Yannick Matthews. Look out. Oh, my. He's still up. They said he did go down. I didn't know if he went down or not, but the official all over it said, yes, sir, he did go down. Brandon Trusty making a nice, just stick your arm out and hope you grab something. That's what he did.
Well, they've changed the rules, thank goodness. That halo rule is no longer in effect, so you got to get the can catch the ball. As soon as he caught it, you come down and really knock him down. Brandon Trusty doing a great job of just making that play.
44-yard on the punt, minus 2 yards on the return. Southern's got the lead, the ball, and it's on their own 21-yard line. Going in the flats, and it will fall incomplete. He was trying to hit on the flat here to Dedrick Shellmeyer, who's now had a couple thrown at him. You want to know who's watching tonight?
Who's watching this game tonight?
Urban American Television, WXIV in Greensboro, North Carolina, WRJM in Montgomery, Alabama, WQHB, Columbia, South Carolina, Tallahassee, Florida's got us in WTLH, Albany, Georgia, WXFY, KHBK, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, Time Warner Cable in Memphis, Tennessee.
All those people are watching this game right now.
Everybody's watching.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
They hear the melodious vocal chorus tonight, Dan.
Is that good?
Well, it ain't bad. Richard dropping back, got pressure, but he gets it across, and it is complete. Lionel Joseph, who has been the go-to guy all night long, is across the 27 to the 28-yard line, set up for 3rd and short.
Both teams have been very effective trying to get their wide receivers, underneath coverage. I think that's Davis. And this made the little play. It's about 7 yards. Again, gives you a 3rd down and short. But again, safe pass, what the quarterback's been doing all night long.
Pete looks a little more relaxed than he did earlier.
How can you tell? I mean, that guy, he's a winner. He's a winner. I love Pete Richards.
No emotion. Doesn't show emotion, does he? He doesn't show it. Richard with a quick hit, and there it is. Good night, Irene. No. Almost. Davis again on a little slant route, and if it was not for the hands of Charles Harper, he's singing and dancing with the fireworks in the end zone.
What a great night by Charles Davis. Just over the middle, little slant, catches it, caught the linebacker in the corner, not there. Bam, catches it, and a great saving tackle that time by Harper. Watch this, in between the backer and the corner right there. No help there in the middle. Good catch, great concentration. This is a kid that's got tremendous speed, and just by the hair of the chin is he brought down. 1st down.
40-yard pass play. 9 catches, 106 yards. Anytime a receiver goes over 100 yards, that is something else.
I think Richard is a little upset about the band. Yeah.
Once the A&T band silent into a roar. It was almost loud as the fireworks band.
No, there's nothing louder than the bands. The bands are much louder than any fireworks.
Don't tell the lineman that. Straight ahead, but that goes absolutely nowhere. People's looking for somewhere to go, and you know what? He's tackled by a lot of people. There were a lot of them around him. including 94 Ricky Lewis. We called his quite a few times tonight. He has really had a good game.
Really one of those aggressive down linemen that A&T's trying to get. Kid comes in at 6'3", 250-pound sophomore, had 11 tackles against North Carolina Central and really set the tone with that ball game for how this team is going to play all season long.
A&T needs to make something happen on defense now. They do not need to give up any more points at this juncture. Needs something to turn momentum. Richard slips, and another player slipping on the turf. Tackles himself in the slip. We've seen, 4 or 5 slips tonight. I don't know that if it's the adjustment to the grass or not.
Well, I said it's new, and it's synthetic grass. But really, watch this. A good job. Richard recognizes he's in trouble, runs up the middle, and his feet go right out from under him again. Balance, new turf, a lot of things. Go figure. Watch this. Great look. Feels the pressure, comes up the middle, and boop, boop, boop. You see that black dust? You know, and that's got to settle in this field. And I was really afraid as the game began how dusty it would be with the effect that they never really complained about guys.
Third down conversion is hit. 83 of 11, Southern 2 of 8. Southern trying to convert here. Third down, keep the drive alive. 3:30 kicking.
Southern comes in about like 50%, so they're a little bit below their average, but they made the plays when they had to. Let's see what they do now.
Richard pumped, going deep. He's got Art. Touchdown. That's Art's second of the night. Gets behind the defense, and he scored 1 running and 1 receiving.
Chip, you're going to see a great job of quarterback. Watch a little pump fake right there by Richard. That gets the corners to fight, and his Richard on a little post route. Great catch. Point everybody. You. Touchdown. Southern University.
So Alfred Ard is an impressive-looking athlete. PAT is up. And it is right down Main Street. Monty Ackley converted.
I'm most thankful for being on the earth because if it wasn't for God, we wouldn't have anything.
The human jukebox in the Jaguar Nation has got something to rock about now. It's 21-3. Southern, a 6-play, 79-yard drive, taking 3:07 on the clock. Quincy Richard to Alfred Ard. That was how it was. 32 yards. It's 21-3. There, the dancing dogs. That's for you, Stan.
Yeah, the dancing dogs. Love them, love them, love them.
Brad hadn't thought about it, changed his mind, and he will down it as A&T has definitely got the backs to the wall right now. And Southern with the Dog Day D playing some Dog Day D right now.
And they celebrate like that all the time. Not just after a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can go to the game.
Yeah,
you can go to the game and just take those little aerosols. You can go to the game and just watch dancing dogs a whole ball game. Forget about Southern defense.
George
He don't want to see
any dancing dogs, anything. He wants points. 21-3. And it is definitely time to change at quarterback. Marshall Glenn is back in at quarterback. He went out early in the game. We did not know what the ankle situation or knee situation could have been, but he stayed out a long time. Now he's back in. Look at the yards in the first half and second half. Glenn pumping, looking deep, and it is, well, they're going to call a flag. They're probably going to call a pass interference call, but the pass is complete to Kenny Perry, but the flag went down, obviously an interference position.
Yeah, Kenny Perry, a very good athlete, you know, has got the size that time and just was able to beat Victor Phillips. Phillips never saw the football, didn't turn, got the pass interference call. You know, and again, if you're A&T, you gotta like that play. You gotta like the idea. We said it a few moments ago. They've got to start stretching the defense. You know, if not, Southern's getting 7 or 8 guys in the box. I like the idea of bringing back Glenn if he can play. Throw deep, try to get some points on the board.
Well, he's definitely the much more seasoned quarterback.
Watch at the bottom of the picture. You see right there's a little bit of, actually, it could have been a little bit of offensive interference, to tell you the truth. Kind of got caught out there on the island, no man's land. But again, you know, A&T will take that. They need every good break they can get.
You know, that's one advantage we have that those officials do not. That's what's called a second look.
Well, we call it most of the time the first time. Really don't need a second look, but you know, that time,
that time we did.
There could have been something that we didn't see before that. I'll give that.
You're exactly right. Glenn back in at quarterback, as we mentioned, trips this side of the field, the near side. Quick, he threw that in a hurry, and you know what? Wasn't looking. Brad was the intended receiver, but Brad wasn't looking.
Three-step drop that time. Good coverage on the inside. And I think, again, we've seen it once earlier where we thought a receiver was going to go inside. He went outside. That time, the slant pattern wasn't there. Tried to throw the little bullet on the line. Nothing going. You see Glenn's numbers.
2 of 8, 42 yards. They've got the ball in Southern territory with 3:04 to go in the third quarter. I don't know, Stan, if you say that this is a must-series get points. I think it's pretty close.
Oh, yeah, I think it is very important that A&T gets on the board right now. If not, Southern's defense is going to settle in and ball control offense.
Trips again to this side. Low snap. Glenn just trying to find a handle on it, and I'm not sure he's got it. Southern says they have the football. Let's unpile it. Yes, sir. Southern has the football.
That's Kevin Mack came up with the football, I believe, or was it St. Cyr?
I believe it's St. Cyr. No, it's not. It's Mack, like I said.
Well, Mack's jumping around. St. Cyr had the football. All I know is the Southern's ball. It doesn't really make no difference who's got it. Southern's got it. Bad snap right there. Can't get the ball. You got to dive after that loose ball. You see 3, 4, 5 blue jerseys around there. A lot of stuff goes on in those piles right there. Bad snap right there. You just fall on that football. You can't do anything else. Not a great effort. And let's see if we can exactly see who's got the ball. I think that is Mack, 94, that initially had it, and then he wrestles away. But Southern in territory, moving and grooving.
Richard dumps one out on the court, and look at the room there. Good gracious alive. James Vernon had plenty of room to operate a little quick screen. He takes off and sets sail.
Great job of play calling now by Southern. A little inside screen. We've seen that a couple of times. That time gets a couple of buckers out there, and you just let Vernon try to pick and bob and weave and find his holes. Good job. Picks up some more yards. Southern rolling, rolling, rolling.
13 yards on the play. Richard really is composed at quarterback. I tell you what, he doesn't make many mistakes. There's some room straight ahead. Peoples crashing inside the 20 down to the 15-yard line.
Peoples is an outstanding runner, but when you see the North Carolina A&T front seven, the down linemen and the linebackers being pushed off the ball, watch the surge right there by Southern. Bam, big hole for Peoples. You got to think the A&T guys are getting a little tired right now. They've been on the field a long time. They hit hard and they're very aggressive.
Well, it was a late flag that was thrown, and I'm not sure what that call could have been, but very late flag drop. Let's find out.
On the offense, 10 yards from the 25. Replay first down.
I think one of the Southern players was standing on that flag so we couldn't see it. They didn't want anybody to know that flag had been dropped.
Good idea.
Great idea if you get away with it. You pick it up, put it in your pocket if you find a way to put it.
You know, this Southern team started off the season last year, I think 0-2, and they built some momentum into the season 6-6, had about 3 games that, won their last 3. Big win over Grambling in the Bayou Classic. And then they turned around, and they used the end of the season for momentum. And then this team is very tough. This is going to be a tough team to beat throughout the SWAC season.
Richard with a little dump pass again, and it is complete. Picking up a little bit of yardage over there on the corner. Peoples again. Not much room, though.
You can see the missed tackles on the little swing pass. It's a very easy play. You've got to get your covers, your corners to come in and cover and keep containment that time. Missed a couple, bounced off, and made a bigger play out of what really should have been a loss.
You mentioned last year's team for Southern losses the most that Pete Richardson's had at Southern.
Yeah, I mean, Pete the second win coaching in Southern history behind Coach Mumford, who the state named after. So like I said, there's a lot of history there at Southern University.
Southern really in great shape now. Second down, 8 yards to go. Richard just dumps it off. There's Peoples again, stumbling. Up to 25, but still managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a smidgen of yardage gain.
I like how Southern, not only do they use a lot of shots and they spread people out, but they use Peoples in a lot of different ways. Keep the ball in his hand. That time, again, the Mountain West logo got him that time, A&T's not stopping him right now. The Mountain West logo's got him.
22 of 28, 206, and 1 TD. Quincy Richard has had an outstanding game. Standing back and looking, and he's got a man open, and that's in the end zone. Coach James Vernon for the touchdown. 65-yard touchdown pass. Quincy Richard, his second touchdown pass of the night. This one to James Vernon.
James Vernon does a great job. You won't see this at the beginning of the play of getting away from the defender. See, there's the rim right there. And then once he catches it, he's looking around. Where is everybody? There's nobody there because he did a great job getting released from linebacker. Great catch by Richard. Touchdown Southern.
PAT right down Main Street. And it's now 28-7. Or 28-3, rather.
So right there, gets away, boom, you see there's nobody there. Everybody's looking, thinking there's some kind of coverage. It might have been a breakdown in coverage. Herbert Dix looking around and said, hey, wait a minute, too late, touchdown.
5 plays, 40 yards, took a minute and 52 off the clock. And I'm going to tell you what, Jaguar Nation is going to be just rocking and rolling right now. They are definitely going to be rocking and rolling. We have brought in the Chancellor from Southern, Dr. Edward Jackson. And, Doctor, I'm going to tell you what, now's about the good time to go down there and celebrate, I think.
Oh, isn't this awesome? It's really something, man. I am so pleased. Everything has been so wonderful here in Las Vegas. Urban Sports is a wonderful job. The city has been so gracious. All of the people, all of the hotels, everything has been wonderful. And this, of course, caps it off. It's a wonderful night. I'm so proud of these players and that band. Awesome.
Well, the Dolphins had Stan jumping up and down up here a little earlier. Now, I don't know if I want to talk about that. Aren't they?
They had the Chancellor Jansen a minute ago.
Let me ask the question real quick before we get a man's break. What makes Southern University so special?
I think a lot of history and tradition. We like to think of ourselves as a very strong, history-minded school. Some of our fans refer to us as the Notre Dame of black colleges, and we're very proud of that label. History is very important to us. A.W. Mumford Stadium, one of the greatest coaches in college football, regardless to. And now we've got a great coach to come along and supplement that. We've got a band director who's been there 40 years, all of that wonderful tradition. And I think it's tradition. And of course, we back our athletic program. We back our academic program, but we also think athletics is important.
Let me ask you real quickly as we get back to action in a second. Being out in Las Vegas, this Southern University team, the name is known all over the country. Everybody knows Southern. Coming out to Las Vegas, getting this attention. You have the Bayou Classic. This has got to be a positive, not only for your football team, but also for the school. And
Absolutely. We wanted to have an event out on the West Coast, and this is a good start. We hope to be able to do this in future years. It's important that we come not only to the West Coast, but also to the East Coast as well. We've got the center of the country covered, but we want to go to both coasts. Our institution is a national institution. Remember the Notre Dame of black colleges. We want to be known all over this country, and we want to present opportunities all over this country to all youngsters, Hispanic, African American, white students, Asian American, all of them. That's Southern University.
Dr. Edward Jackson, thank you so much for joining us, Chancellor at Southern University. Great to have you up here, and great to have Southern here playing in the Las Vegas Classic.
Jaguar Nation.
The nation is here. All right. Thank you so much. I'll tell you what, that's a happy camper right there. He is one happy camper, and you can't blame him. While we were talking with the Chancellor, A&T started moving the football just a little bit. Marshall, as we mentioned, back in at quarterback, just completed a pass to Doug Brown. A guy to get points on the board now. I mean, just got to start just throwing it everywhere. Glenn with a screen back the other way, and that's got just closed down. And I tell you what, now, as you mentioned, Southern's defense got a chance to break everything.
Well, yeah, you know, all you got to do is just lay your ears back and roll and try to hit somebody, anything moving. And what you got to do if you're A&T is, one, go back to basics. Just go back to basics and try to move the chains a little bit. Struggling, barely can catch it, keep the ball going. Don't try to make the big play and get yourself further in right now. Keep grinding it out in the fourth quarter. You never know what can happen.
28-3 after 3. Southern on top of North Carolina A&T. We're going to take a pause, and we got one more quarter of action from the Las Vegas Classic presented by Lincoln Mercury. We're at the beautiful Sam Boyd Stadium, where UNLV plays all their home football games, because we're in Las Vegas, Nevada. North Carolina A&T with the football trailing 28-3 as we begin the final 50 minutes. Glenn complete, tiptoeing down the sidelines, and with the first down, that will be Brandon Trusty. Rio Hotel and Casino third-quarter stats. Stan, obvious with the total yards. That's all I need to say.
Yeah, 299, 148. Look at the 2 turnovers. We talked about that time of possession thing, and also we talked in our keys about controlling the line of scrimmage and stopping the rush game. Southern's done a great job after 3 quarters, 72 yards rushing for A&T, and A&T felt like they had to pound the ball, but didn't be able to make the short passes. The passing yard is not much better than the running yards. 148 yards total offense, not very good for A&T, and again, that Southern Jaguar defense has done a great job. Dog days, they're bad.
6-3 before the first turnover, and that was when Randall was intercepted in the end zone by George on an outstanding play. It could have been 6-6, or it could have even been 10-6 at halftime, and then the fumble on the last possession, and Southern converts on it, and shazam, it's like 28-3 right before you can turn around. Just shy of the first down, about 6 inches, as they brought the sticks all the way across the field. So that will bring up a third, and we'll call it 6 inches.
I got to give Quincy Richard a lot of credit tonight. He's been under composure, but he's had a good year so far. 16-26 in the first game, and 11-13 last week. A couple of TDs, but he's made good reads. He's got the ball in the receivers' hands and let the receivers make plays. A&T, again, you know, they've just been about a step late in the second half, and that's been the key to this ball game.
Well, and they've kind of gotten caught a couple of times on pass coverage where the Southern receivers have found the open seam and gotten into it, and Richard has been on the money.
Well, when you're in man pressure and your man coverage, a lot of times when the 3 and 4 wide receivers, it's just it's an inch or 2 here or there.
Glenn with a sneak, he'll get the first down. He's a big old boy running up to this 6'3", 205-pound sophomore. Get a first down, and that is exactly what the Aggies need to do now, is get in first downs, get touchdowns, get points on the board, and got to do it in a hurry. We're in the final 15. Like you said, Stan, you could pin your ears back and just go get them.
Well, it makes it easier when you're by 25.
Does it?
It does from a defensive standpoint. You want to make sure you don't give up anything deep.
First and 10 trips on the left side of the field, which is the far side from the press box. Four-man front by Southern. And one little option play is what it was looking like. And Glenn's just keeping it. And he runs out of bounds at about the 48-yard line, picking up about 3 on the play. Southern has really been impressive. We do need to say thank you to folks in Las Vegas this week. What an outstanding week it's been. In the schools, we've had a great time. It has been some kind of Las Vegas classic this week.
You know why I got a second? You know, I want to thank Jim from A&T and his guys, Lanier Long and Tyler Ball up at A&T, the SIDs, and the kids. Kevin Mann's done a great job getting stuff to us. Kevin broke his ankle in practice the other day.
Still playing hurt. Glenn trying to find somewhere to throw it, nowhere to go with it, so he just decided to tuck it, and he will make yardage out of it, but could not go very far. Right up on the play there by Antonio Overstreet. Third down, about 5 to go, and you're definitely in 4-down territory now, and you definitely got no other choice in the end. You've got to go at it.
No question about it.
Got to make something happen. There's George Small.
If this is his first loss as the A&T head coach, like I said, a former player at A&T, had an NFL career. Now they've got a little time to bounce back, play Elon in 2 weeks. Then they go MEAC action up at Norfolk State, who's a vast improved team as well.
Both schools play open next week. They'll do well against that. That pass is just too high for Brandon Trusty. And there's a flag down. Looks like a late hit against Marshall Glenn, the quarterback. He was hit late after he turned the ball loose.
First and 5, roughing the quarterback, 15 yards, first down.
Take it anywhere you can get it.
I think you're going to see Charles Lemons come in there at the last minute and really put Glenn to the turf here. Again, that's the type of penalties that if you're Southern, you just cannot have. You play very disciplined right now. And see, grab him, just kind of just get out of the way. And he's big and strong. So I really didn't think he threw him around. But Lemons goes about 6'1", 308 pounds. So, hey, I guess any lick will do. But again, that's been very good today. Both teams have played pretty much penalty-less football.
15-yard penalty moves the ball to the 31-yard line of Southern. A&T got to get on a horse. 13:29 to go. Marshall Glenn, quarterback, looking, and he gets it complete. And that will take the ball inside the 30, close to the 25, to about the 26-yard line. Nice pitch, nice catch. That is Ken Perry making the reception. Tell you what, both schools run a lot of people in the football game.
Yeah, they play a lot of guys and a second set of linemen and everything. And what's that doing is keep some guys fresh. But I thought that maybe in the third quarter, the A&T defense has stayed out of the field too long, and with the holes beginning to be made easy for Peoples and company. I'm sure I had too much time to throw the football.
2nd and 5. Might see a little more hurry-up offense the next time the Aggies get the ball, if they can get in the end zone this time. Glenn looking in and out of the hands. Thought we were going to have a great catch there by Ken Perry, but just could not bring it down.
And, you know, you're looking at that, and he throws in the double coverage, and on the outside you had Jamal Jones running the post route, was wide open. But again, the pressure that Glenn felt, he didn't have time to look at the second or third receiver, but Jones could have gotten 6 the easy way.
Not a bad gamble on 2nd and 5 either, because you got 2 downs to get the 5 yards when you're at 3rd and 5.
But yeah, exactly.
Glenn 6 of 13 for 70 yards. And he doesn't show any signs of being injured. Time is called by Southern. We'll take a timeout as well. 12:38 to go. The Jags in front of the Aggies, 28-3.
Carolina A&T for its role in securing our future.
12:38 to go in the Las Vegas Classic, presented by Lincoln Mercury. Let's take a look at our Black Voices Quarterly Fan of the Game. There he is.
Boy, no, it's too late for him to be out like that. He's in the bed. It's after his bed. It's Saturday night. It's Saturday. He's out late.
He's all right. He's all right. Patrick Jordan, I think, a little quick on the right side over here. So that will back up. You had a 3rd and 5. Now it's going to be a 3rd and 10 situation. I think he was getting ready to be one of the biggest. He was practicing. Find him a uniform.
The foul is on the defense for verbally calling out the signal. 5 yards on the defense.
Well, I couldn't have heard that from where I'm standing. But if you're A&T, you don't care how you get 5. Now, Pete's not happy about that at all. That'll give you a 1st down if you're A&T.
Well, late in the ball game like this, when the band begins, this is when they get warmed up for the 5th quarter. Yeah. And so, you know, they're going away from, so one you can have, but Coach Richardson is not a very happy football coach right now. You would think his team was down 28-3 opposed to being up.
You don't think he was discussing, after dinner plans with Harold Cooper about having
they're flying back. I know what they're doing. They're getting on the charter and going back to Baton Rouge.
Trips to the left for Marshall Glenn. Fake. He's going to go with a one-on-one move. Fade route that will not come down. He was trying to go in the end zone to Perry again. Kenny Perry just couldn't bring it down. Pass a little bit too far outside.
And, you got to go up and try to grab that. You've got a 5 or 6 inch height advantage. You're being, guarded by Damon. Damon in one-on-one coverage. But Damon was very smart. He used the boundary right there to keep him outside. Watch this. Damon sees him right there and says, hey, if you're going to get, you're going to have to make a great play. No room there. Grab that ball if you can with that other hand. Perry.
That fade route works if you've got a taller wide receiver than you do. We'll have a penalty now because Brandon Trusty was running off the field while the team was setting up for the play.
Illegal substitution, breaking the huddle with 12 men, 5-yard penalty.
See, back a few years ago where teams used to go out, they'd run 12, 13 guys in the huddle and then pop you out just before the snap. They try to get that. I think the penalty sometimes, a guy gets in, he forgets, you try to get the wide package in, you don't have everybody in. But that is letter of the law. That's the call.
Well, I think they're going to start calling it, like you said, used to line up with 15 people in the huddle. Run folks out. You didn't give a defense a chance to really adjust who you kept the field. Now it's 2nd and 15. For his life. Well, a nice dump off, but Patterson could not come down. He had to turn around and try to catch it. Well, Glenn really made a nice play. Patterson just couldn't make it 2 nice plays.
But those are the plays that you're going to have to make. And A&T, like I said a moment ago, they got Elon in 2 weeks to play Norfolk. Morgan State, vastly improved football team. Donald Hill Ely's club, they're going to be very good. And they got the game with Florida A&M, which, by the way, will be the first home game. A&T's played all their games on the road. They don't play home again until October the 8th. 18th. They only have 4 games.
There's our director.
There's Tom London.
Yep, there he is. Dressed up and ready for the game. Glenn drops back, trying to make something happen, moving folks around, and that ball is picked off by Damone. Damone looking for somewhere to go with it, and he just runs out, and he is tackled by Jamal Jones. Damone making a nice play. Aaron Damone with the interception, and that is a crushing blow there.
Well, pressure that time in the pocket, rolls him out. Eric Damone, the transfer from LSU, his pass is overthrown. You got to throw to the first guy. Perry was open. He overthrows Perry, interception. Watch this. Goes over the head of Perry. Bam, doesn't make it. Not a great effort to go after that ball. Damone just sitting right there waiting for the football. Gets his first pick of the season.
Third turnover on night for A&T. Now, if you're Southern, the old song is now, let it roll, let it roll, let the clock roll. They'll come out on the field and have the ball at their own 12-yard line. I would imagine we'll see a lot of the football handed to that man right there, and that's exactly what happens. Kenneth Peoples goes straight ahead and just moves the pile. Of course, he struck the leg drive, but that guy is amazing. He's up to the 20-yard line.
And 7 of those yards was carrying A&T defenders on. Good job by Peoples.
He's a bull in a china shop. You know, you just put him here, carry everybody. Line him up.
Shot George Small again, and again, 13th coach in A&T's football history. And this is a guy that I said earlier, I'll say again, you've got 2 coaches, Pete Richardson and George Small. I think you're going to see a lot of good things out of George Small and what A&T.
Team that last year went 4-8, started off 2-0, and they're going to have a good year. Bouchard put it up in the air and completed to Ard. Why not? Ard wants a touchdown. He's to the 48-yard line. Ard with 2 touchdowns on the night, wanted a third one.
Art did a great job that time, kind of taking his defender to the inside and then popping back to the outside, just waiting in the zone. Maybe we'll catch this in the replay, but if we'll see, he kind of goes and lulls everybody inside, bounces to the outside. Richard puts the ball right there. There's nobody around him. Great catch, and he's trying to turn it upfield and get touchdown number 3. Great job, great catch by Alfred Ard.
27 yards on the pass play. I'll tell you what, Southern just continues to look impressive. Well, there's a stat there. They've doubled A&T on the yardage per play. Another slip. People slipped that time. He may have run for a long way, and a late flag thrown, and I believe that's going to go against A&T.
Now, this is what you can't have. You can have it out of their players right now.
Unsportsmanlike on the goal team, 15 yards.
Yeah, game's getting out of hand. You get frustrated. You have late plays, and all that does is add injury and insult to the same pot. And you don't want that to happen. And you're talking about Southern being a team to reckon with. I mean, they play a tough Alabama State team, got Pine Bluff. But you know what? You can say what you want to. They look to the end of the season. They estimate how good their season was by what they do against Grambling. They've had a lot of success against them lately.
A&T takes a timeout, and I think George was having a little talk with everybody. So we're going to take a break. 10:45 to go. The Jags leading the Aggies by 25. Beautiful moonlit night here as we welcome you back to Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas Classic presented by Lincoln Mercury. 10:45 to go in the football game, and it is all Southern right now. They're leading it 28-3 and marching with the football. Richard across the middle and complete. That is number 84, Drayton Bridges. Drayton's had a good game. He's close to the first down marker, and they're going to move the chains and say first down at the 24-yard line.
Quincy Richard just giving a clinic on how to be a good quarterback today. Looked for one receiver, did not find Joseph across the middle, waited. Bridges finds the open spot. It's a nice little pass there and moves those chains.
A lot of composure, that young man. He has not made a mistake all night. Peoples goes in, goes out, goes back in, hit up 3 or 4. Second down, we'll call it 7 yards to go.
Dixon out there after the play, a little pushing and shoving with one of the linemen. You know, you don't want to mess with one of those big linemen of Southern right there. He's going to back off, make the play, keep moving.
Under 10 minutes to go in our game. 28-3. I don't think we expected a 28-3 score.
Well, I thought that if some team made a big play because it was going to be a defensive game, I felt, and it was really that if the team made some plays and got a break, that something good could happen.
Richard was trying to go across the middle to guess who? Number 88, who's gone to a lot tonight, Lionel Joseph. He and Davis have really had a big game. Hard has scored 2 touchdowns. Drayton Bridges has had some receptions, and also Derek Shellmeyer from tight end has caught a few balls. He's thrown it to everybody but me and you.
Yeah, exactly. And 7 guys that come into the ball game, you know, catching passes, and they felt that that was one of their strengths, was being able to have a great wide receiver core. That ball just on the outstretched hands. But again, when you've got a lot of versatility with your line and your wide receivers, good things can happen. It can take pressure off your run game with Peoples.
3rd and 7. Richard playing the alley-oop, and did he get it? No, but we may see a flag. In fact, we'll see a couple of flags. We're going to go to Drayton Bridges. We're going to have an interference call from both sides.
Bridges matched up against Curtis DeLoach, and you forget about DeLoach as a defensive back coming into this season. They're really not a guy that makes a lot of interceptions. I think he only had 3 all last season. A fumble recovery. They got Nick Gunner. Watch him. He never turns his head that time. Good job of decoying in there, and he gets caught up, doesn't see him, and there's just a little push. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be very honest with you. I don't really know that he was in the field. I think he may have just kind of fallen down.
On the defense, in the end zone, more than 15 yards on the previous spot, first down.
But it's one of those calls, you know, going back to can't really argue with because there was some contact there.
DeLoach turned late to look for the ball, and like you said, a little contact. A lot of times the defense doesn't get battle very often.
No, they're going to lose it 9 times out of 10.
Ball moved to the 6-yard line, and Southern trying to tack on more. Richard with the option decides to keep it himself, and he should be in the end zone. Sacrificing the body, going in the zone there. Quincy needed to score a touchdown himself. As good a game as he's played, 6 yards out. Here it is, Stan.
The captain of the team, little option play. He's going to get the pitch. Wait a minute, I think I'll keep it. Dekes out the defense. Only gets hit at the line, at the goal line. Goes right in for the touchdown. And Southern's just feeling it. They're just cooking up, what is it? Crawfish etouffee and gumbo and all that other stuff. Putting it in the pot. Making it smell good. Oh, I like that. I like that.
Freshman Monty Ackley come in to attempt the PAT. There's a good look at it. Highly predicted. Missed an extra point tonight. He had been perfect for the year, 11 for 11 coming in.
Offense has chose to take it on the kickoff.
Penalty was on the defense, and Southern has decided to take the penalty on the kickoff rather than here, so they'll go ahead and kick the extra point. And that is good. 35-3. 88-yard, 2 minute and 59 second of clock drive capped by Quincy Richard, scored on a 6-yard run. It is 35-3. Southern at the Las Vegas Classic, presented by Lincoln Gray. Las Vegas, the home of the Las Vegas Football Classic, presented by Lincoln Mercury. There is no other city quite like it, only Vegas. 35-3 is our score. 9:14 remains in the football game, and it has really been a Southern second half.
It certainly has, man. The Southern fans very excited. Get the dancing dolls. Show me the dancing dolls.
I don't know if you can handle the dancing dolls all night.
Oh, no, I just want not to do that umbrella thing.
They do the umbrella thing. Penalty was moved on the kickoff, so it was no trouble for Ackley to kick it deep and really almost out of the end zone. DeLoach brought it down, and they'll take over 1st and 10 at the 20. Need to say a big thank you to Dollar Rental Car for providing all the cars, rental cars, for the Las Vegas Football Classic event. Thanks so much to Dollar. An outstanding job. We appreciate those folks helping us out. 9:14 remains in our football game. Look at that stat, Stan.
Wow, what a difference a half makes. I mean, A&T's in the game, plugging along. Things are going pretty good down 6-3. Second half, as you said, total domination by Southern University.
It's been really a tale of two cities, tale of two halves. Southern has just looked rejuvenated the second half. Well, Glenn came out and threw that thing left-handed. Rico Watkins is in, I should say. That's Rico Watkins. No wonder he threw it left-handed. He is left-handed.
threw it left-handed.
That explains a lot of it, doesn't it? He threw it left-handed because he is left-handed, and it works. He completed the pass.
Yeah, his kid just transferred in, and they think that he's a kid that, again, has got to learn the system, and when he could be maybe the quarterback of the future. But I think Marshall Glenn's the guy they're going to go with for right now. But again, this kid, Rico Watkins, great arm.
6'6", 210-pound junior. Like Stan said, he's got to learn the offense. He can whip it. I watched him during warm-ups. He also runs pretty good, too. Look at that. All the way to the 41-yard line. 2 plays, 2 very positive results. Now, granted, everybody's coming after him. They're doing different things. A few openings, but still, that's pretty good. 13-yard pickup.
Well, what you want to see if you're A&T's George Small and also the coaches and the fans of North Carolina A&T throughout the country and here in Vegas is to see your team continue to compete. You're down 32 points. Okay, fine. Let it be a learning situation. Let's keep battling and battling and battling and play this to the horn.
1st and 10. 8-minute mark of the football game. Almost intercepted. It would have been the second one for Aaron Damone, but he could not bring it in. He was thinking, I think, I'm going to score the other way if I get it. Got to get it first.
Well, you come in there as a quarterback, Watkins wants to make a play, and actually it's a misread throws right into double coverage right there. And the best receiver that time was Damone. Yep. Could have kept that one. Like I said, the second interception of the ball game. Again, it goes through his hands. Settle down if you're Watkins.
He was trying to hit Brad Hinton, but like you said, Damone was the most wide open receiver there. He just was wearing the wrong jersey. Second and 10. Look out. Blitz is on. Watkins looking for anything. He just airlifts one and got a man wide open. And then is a touchdown. What a beautiful bomb unleashed there. 59 yards for the score. Missed him out on the other end.
Well, I told you the kid Watkins had a tremendously strong arm. Throws that ball about 65, maybe even 70 yards when you see he threw it across the field. But just watch this. Great athleticism. Snap. Give me the ball. Don't thank you. Now watch him roll out. It's under pressure. The ability, because he's left-handed, he can get away from some pressure. Great job keeping his feet. And Doug Brown just keeps running, throw it as far as you can. Just throw it. Brown's up, catches, touchdown, A&T. And that's going to be, they'll have something to feel good about on the plane ride back from Vegas to Greensboro with that play. Good job.
Beautiful job. You know what? Brown's kind of snuck behind the defense and was like, here I am. I know you can get it to me. I'm open. Now hit me.
Well, hey, he's smart. His dad, works at North Carolina A&T. He's a dean of student affairs. His dad was an All-American football player at A&T. So Brown kind of understands the ball game as a local kid, as many of these A&T players are. So, yeah, make the play, score a touchdown.
4 plays, 80 yards to do so in 1 minute and 7 seconds, capped by the 59-yard touchdown pass. And let's see, 25 down with 7:47. Might be a little stretch, but you never know.
The golden D-lights.
There's the D-light.
The D-lights. A&T Aggie pride. They got spirit there. I've been around it. I know that one good. But let me tell you what, A&T band and A&T bands at Southern, their fans, I got to give them all a break. That's why I got a second for a wonderful weekend here in Las Vegas. They've done a great job, especially the A&T and some bands.
Halftime was phenomenal. You want some more people watching us tonight?
Who else is watching us?
How about All Sports Television Network in Harrisburg, York, Pennsylvania, WHBG, Mobile, Pensacola, WFGX, Dayton, Ohio, WCRX, Toledo, WNGT. We're in Fort Wayne, Indiana, WFWI, and W12DA in Albany, Georgia.
They've got to be very proud of head coach Pete Richardson. That's his hometown. They're one of their own getting it done.
This could be trouble. Ezra Landry on the end of it. He hadn't cut loose yet. The motor was going. the motor was going. Ezra hadn't had a lot of opportunities tonight to do a whole lot with it, but when he has, you can tell he's just a smidge away from busting another one.
A touchdown about to break out at any moment.
Exactly. At any time, a touchdown can break out with Ezra.
Play a game with you real quick. Keep your focus on the ball game. The point is Ricky Weeks and Bob Butterbean Love and Lou Brock. What do they all have in common?
You can tell me.
No, yes. I all went to Southern University. The late great Bobby Fields. You didn't know that, did you?
I do now.
Aeneas Williams. Where do you go to school?
Yeah, well, I knew he went to Southern University. Curtis Sharp is in the game now at quarterback and running it pretty good. They're 6 foot, 195-pound senior at 85 yards rushing on the year when he came into tonight's game, and that's exactly what he's in doing.
Put another game with you.
All right.
Elvin Bethea.
I know where he went.
Jesse Jackson, junior and senior.
I know where.
Astronaut Ronald McNair.
I know where they went at.
Where'd they go to school?
A&T.
Went to A&T. Very good.
I knew that.
Do you see what happens when you hang out? I mean, you just get so many people that go to different schools. You find these things out. You find out. Great alums, great history in Southern and A&T.
I got a good story I can tell you about that.
Wait.
I'm over here. Sharp running it again. Ran up the middle, down the side of it. All right, here we go. We'll see. We're going to show how smart Stan is. There we go.
I just told you that. I mean, being smart, you can read it. Chief Justice, North Carolina Supreme Court Justice Henry Fry is at the ball game. I had a chance to see him yesterday.
Yep.
Brigadier General Clara Adams in there. Don't know her personally, but I heard she's a great lady. We talk about McNair, Lou Brock, Bob Love, Amy Johnson.
It's pretty good names, don't you think?
Pretty good names, man. I'm telling you what, a lot of people. So many more that we didn't mention. We'll only get so many on the screen.
That's correct. We have to have 2 pages next time on the screen, I guess. Well, it's 2 outstanding institutions. There's no question about that. Pete is still coaching. Pete is not happy on the sidelines. Delay of the game is why.
5-yard penalty, still first down.
Well, when things don't go well, when Coach Richards is not yelling at me, he always get his administrative assistant, Fernandez Griffin. He got on me, Bumpy. Those people in Winston-Salem, Greensboro know I'm talking about Bumpy. And Bumpy told me, he said, Stan, if you don't call my name on TV, 4 SWAC championships for Coach Richardson, a couple CIAA titles. If you don't call my name on TV, I'm going to be mad at you forever. I do not want to be on Bumpy's bad side. So I gave Bumpy love.
I'm glad you did. Sharp again running the football, and he's up to the 40-yard line. All right, quick Jesse Jackson story. Jesse's son was playing linebacker at University of Virginia.
That's right.
Jesse shows up at the game with A&T hat up.
That's right. Yusef
was up there. That's very good. I was going to see if you remember that. You did. You are on the ball.
What do you think I do from Wednesday to Saturday? What do you think I'm doing? You know, watching pay-per-view? I'm studying. I'm getting stuff. No. Plus, I know Yusef. So, I mean, it's not name-dropping.
I think you are name-dropping, but I'm not going to get that way.
You know him, you know? I'm Jordan.
You know him, too?
Yeah, no, we talked before the game.
He was here early. Last night was here early.
Pip for him.
Sharp, she don't need the pip. She's got a chip. Pass is complete. I waited for that all night long.
Yeah, well,
all night long.
You should wait just about 5 more minutes.
Sharp with the James
stay focused.
I'm focused. 5:05 to go.
But really, this has been, you talked about the stars and the celebrities that have been around this weekend. It's been outstanding. And you can't thank, the people of Las Vegas and obviously Lincoln Mercury for all the sponsorship and everything that's going on. All the people, at the different places we talked about watching this game. It's been great.
You talk about the celebrities, Steve Harvey, the Neville brothers, all have been around. I mean, it's been unbelievable. It's been like a show place. Ball is batted down. Herbert Dixon still playing in the game, knocks the ball down, and Southern will be forced to punt. And you know what? A&T still got a chance to put some more points on the board, a little respectability. Like you said, you can gain and learn some of what takes place. We had a pretty good quarterback and coming in there a minute ago. Why not try it again? Rico Watkins will probably be coming back in. And who knows, Curtis DeLoach may decide to run the thing back. Here, is he going to return the punt? Kick is away. Let's see what he can do with it. The kick was away from him. And it'll roll out of bounds at the 23-yard line. 4:28 to go. Let's see what Rico Watkins and company can do and see if they get some points on the board. It's been an unbelievable week. The fireworks, the 2 bands halftime, and they have had a lot of fun. No question about the most outstanding player tonight, Stanley. This one is an easy one.
Yeah, I think so too. Quincy Richard just having an outstanding game, getting a little pump fake, putting the ball right there on the money. Nice catch, nice pass. Touchdown, Southern University. That goes to Alfred Ard, his second touchdown of the game.
State Farm, outstanding player. Look at the numbers. 25 of 32, 268, 2 touchdowns passing, and then he gets one himself running a football. The left-hander stays in, Rico Watkins, but his little dump pass is just short, and Brandon Trusty can't come up with his second down.
You know, I was talking about those schools. You know, how can you forget, you know, Harold Carmichael and also Mel Blunt, Pittsburgh Steelers, that went to Southern. And again, another great big congratulations to Elvin Bethea, who went to the NFL Hall of Fame this year, was an outstanding lineman at North Carolina A&T in the 60s.
He was a great NFL football player.
Yeah.
There's no question. You can hang the hat on that one. Rico Watkins trying to run it, trying to get some points on the board again, tearing up some grass, but staying on his feet, unleashing again, and he's got a man open, and it's, look at here, folks, we're about to have 6 on the board again, into the zone, touchdown, Kenny Perry.
Wow. You don't think that the same play can happen to you 2 times in a row. 77-yard bomb that time to Kenny Perry, and it was almost identical to the play a few moments ago that Brown caught for the touchdown. And I'm glad to see this. I mean, you still got time, 4:07 to play, but great job by A&T of continuing to fight. And I know Coach Richards is not going to be happy. Contained, people go to sleep, the DBs, and you float along. I don't think they thought he could throw the ball that far.
He has done it twice. I mean, 2 balls. PAT for Yannick Matthews is no good. 35-16, but it is a whole lot more respectable. And you know what? A&T may have found him a quarterback.
Well, if nothing else, they know that he's got the strongest arm on his team. You know, you don't want to start a controversy. They get away, and they also slip, just throws it out there. And that's about another, like 65 yards in the air. Great catch,
balance.
And then comes in, catches the ball, and it's heading for the end zone. Gets in there for a touchdown, Kenny Perry. And hey, and again, like you said, it makes it respectable if nothing else.
2 plays on that 77 yards to 21 seconds. He threw that off the wrong foot, just trying to get rid of it, and he threw it. Good gracious, he had to throw that ball 50 yards in the air. He had to. My goodness, he turned that thing. He has got a cannon. That's an arm. He's got a weapon sitting on that arm. You know, I know today's the 13th, but it's been pretty lucky for 15 here.
It has been, at least late. You get with that big.
Cold side. Richard wearing 15, and now Rico, the 15's been the number.
Hey, 15, full moon, almost looks like full where I'm looking at. And there's the blue and gold of the machine. A&T band. A&T band is, man.
They're awesome.
Hey,
small band with a big sound.
They're not that small.
Well, I know, but that's what they go by. Well, I'm just reading what it said.
Don't
Golden Delight majorettes, and the Freight Train trombones, and the Thunder Brothers sax, and the Cold Steel. I got it all.
Man, oh man.
You didn't know all that, did you?
Yeah, I've known that for 30 years.
I knew you did, but I just wanted you to know the flag is down and believe he's offside. They were trying the onside kick. It did not happen.
I remember when they played at Memorial Stadium at the baseball, where the baseball team plays, man. Oh, don't go there. Don't even go there.
On the kicking team, Phil Lindsay Klein, first time.
Except for midnight on the East Coast, right? Too far from home. We got sleepy out here.
You know, you looked tired last night about this time when you were studying.
Yeah, I've been up burning the night off.
I know you've about it. You worked hard this week. It's been a great week. He has, I tell you what. Tom Lundy said he's burning into everything. His been a busy week for Stan and the group out here, but they have done a great job. Congratulations.
Got to give a lot of major props to Tom Kowalski and Micah, Janet, and everybody. The 2 Laura's and Derek Weber, Rocky Whitaker. Those guys, man, everybody's been working hard to get this game. And, you know, Mark Briggs and those folks. Great job here in Vegas.
Look at Curtis Sharp. Now, I tell you what, he is definitely what you would call a running quarterback. He runs the football.
Yeah, when he comes in the ball game, you know he's running. I don't think he's even throwing a pass all season. I mean, Sharp comes in, and usually they get him in about the 4th or 5th series of a ball game. Did not do it tonight. Richard playing so well. But Curtis Sharp comes in as a senior, gets some moments. He's got more yards rushing than he does passing. I think he's completed the pass all season.
But if you keep running like that, I don't know if you need to.
Well, he's the running quarterback down the sort, yeah.
And if you can run like that, you don't have to throw much to set something up to hit big. Second down, about 4 to go. 6 yards on first down was good. Very good. Little handoff straight ahead, and that is number 21, Gerald Holmes. Gerald pushes it over about 1.5 yards first down, and the clock continues to work against the Aggies.
Now, if you're Southern, though, you want to keep this drive going. You don't want to let the clock stop. You don't want to give A&T a chance to get the ball back, throw another touchdown. I mean, it's probably impossible for them to come back, but you don't want to give them that come. And you want to finish strong if you're Southern. You want to go ahead. You've done it second half. You want to continue to do so.
They're letting a lot of clock run. Curvis could see the play clock running down, and he's milking it all that he can. He's going to run it, and he will not get there, so they will have to punt it. A&T's only got one more timeout left. They may take it here. Have to wait and see. And some people like to take it.
If they were going to take it, they probably should have taken it as soon as he hit the ground. They probably will not take that now. And again, Coach Small, the numbers are inconsequential right now. It's just a matter of how you want to finish a football game. Kick the ball deep, low, maybe rush back.
Good. Anything is possible.
You know, you look at the future of this A&T football team, 24 juniors, 28 softs, and 60 freshmen. Southern young, too. 33 in that junior class. So, you know, Pete Rich and those guys are just waiting for the future to come. 19 sophomores, 11 freshmen, and both of them, because of the things that we said all night, you know they've got strong academics, they've got great athletic programs, and great ADs, and, you know, and because of that, you know the programs are always going to be a good footing.
But Deloach thought about catching it, but wound up where he could not get to it to make the catch and rolls into the end zone. So we've got 1:37 to go. Next month, MBC Network, your urban family channel, launches a new season of great programming the entire family can watch. Cecil Fielder and Nicole Watson talk with Sammy Sosa, Jackie Joyner-Kersee, and a host of other celebrities on the award-winning Sports Lifestyles. Click on the www.mbcnetwork.com for the new fall lineup. 43-yard kick, no return. We get to watch the high-flying act again here. Rico Watkins. Everybody go along. He can get it there. Everybody's coming too. And Rico is sacked. They're going to say that he was throwing the ball, which he probably was, just trying to get rid of it. It will not be an intentional grounding, but the clock
Ran about 2 extra seconds on that. Again.
Yep.
Good pressure that time. Again, you know, keep coming at Rico out of the shotgun. Seen a lot of shotgun by both teams. The time Rico just the cave comes in on him, brought him down for the tackle, and I think throws the ball. He was down, actually coming for that St. Cyr, continuing to play hard next that play.
St. Cyr's man, he is a big guy who is very quick for as big as he is. Sack it down. Well, everybody is coming down to the kitchen sink. Well, they are pinning ears back, and Rico is sacked at the 15-yard line, so it'll bring up a 3rd and 15 on the play. Number 94 making the tackle for Southern. He's had a game, and that will be your friend, Kevin Mack.
I love me some Kevin Mack, because he's going to hit you. He's not embarrassed to tell you, I'm going to hit you today, tomorrow, and next week. And you know, it said something about the ADs, Fort Kerr at Southern University, longtime friend, doing a great job, and Charlie Davis completing his first year at A&T. He's come in and just, you know, doing a lot of great things at North Carolina A&T State University. So got to thank the ADs and their athletic staffs for, you know, a great week. And this week really started many months ago in the process and planning of this ball game.
Take it down. Try the old draw play. Just trying to make something happen. And the pickup will go close to the 32-yard line, and that's one of the new running backs who's checked into the ball game. That's Christopher Jones for North Carolina A&T, and it could be the last play that we see as the clock runs down. It's 4th down. I don't know. You may fling one deep. They can get out of the huddle and get it up. 35-16. I'm not sure they'll get a playoff. I don't believe they will. 35-16 is going to be your final score. The Jaguars from Southern turning back the Aggies of North Carolina A&T. Stan, any surprises?
Well, I think the domination in the second half of Southern University kind of shocked me, but then again, Southern's a very poised football team. I like to congratulate both teams. George Small, great job of his team. Hey, Southern was just too tough. What can you say about Pete Richardson that hasn't already been said? Great coaching performance by both guys. Congratulations to Pete Richardson, Southern Jaguars.
Let's take a look at our Lincoln Mercury drive of the game, and this was really the key drive. It was the first scoring touchdown, the double reverse to Alfred Ard, 22 yards for the touchdown. It was a 4-play, 59-yard drive. Made it 6-3 at that point. Southern, and really that was all she wrote at that point. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back and wrap things up right after this from Sam Boyd Stadium, the Las Vegas Classic.
And Rio all-suite hotel and casino.
You see the hardware that will be handed out as the Southern Jaguars have defeated North Carolina A&T by the final of 35-16. Band's finishing up, and Southern's playing the old alma mater, I believe, Stan.
You don't know that answer?
No, I know. I'm just saying that's what you play when you win.
That's exactly right. Great job by Southern University. The defense dominated. Good big plays offensively. A&T got nothing to be ashamed of. You'll be back soon.
Tale of two halves. Great job by Southern. And big thank you to all of our crew for an outstanding job. And a special thanks to all the folks here in Las Vegas and Lincoln Mercury for bringing it into the game. Our next game, October the 18th. For Stan Luter, I'm Chip Tarkington and our whole crew. Thank you so much for joining us. Till next time, so long, everybody. Good night.
Of the stars today. Once again, enjoy the classic sketches.
I saw it in the window and I just couldn't resist it.
And characters you remember.